So you're best friends with Josh Allen. We're best friends with Josh Allen.
Should we fight it out?
Yeah. Do you want to give him a call?
Yeah.
Give him a call. Will he pick
On
up?
my phone.
He'll be fine with it, yeah.
Do you have the phone?
Should we see if Josh picks up?
Phone, yeah. And if he doesn't, he'll probably pick up for me.
It's a FaceTime as well.
Yeah, okay. Well, he'll probably pick up for me, but probably not you. On today's Part of My Take, we have a twofer for the people. Our good friend Jimmy Tatro back on the show. He's got a new movie out, The Machine, with Burt Kreischer out this weekend. We also have our also good friend, Daniel Riccardo. We taped it in Miami. Awesome dude.
Good accent.
Great accent. Great to meet him in person. Celtics Heat Game 4. The Los Angeles Lakers got swept. Hot seat, cool throne, and some great FAQs. It's all brought to you by ourselves at the Barstool Sportsbook. The Barstool Sportsbook is now offering a $1,000 bonus for new players. If your first bet loses, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. So download and create an account today. Use code TAKE to unlock your $1,000 bonus. Be sure to use code TAKE to unlock your $1,000 bonus. Hank just won his game of his 20s with the Boston Celtics. Hank, what is the line for Thursday night? So whose line is it anyway?
Whose line is it anyway?
Minus 5.5.
Wait, is your name Hank?
Jesus, Hank.
Hank, what is the line? Do you have it in front of you?
I was going to say 7.5, I think. Is that what you just said?
I said 5.5.
Okay, good.
I'll
7.5.
say 6.5. What is it? Go find it, Hank. Open up your sports book.
I'm opening up the sports book. I'm looking. Oh, balance is looking nice.
It's not up yet? Okay. Well, we'll find out. It'll probably be up by the time we get to Hot Seat Cool Throne. So we'll check it again then. Go to the Barstool Sportsbook. Terms apply. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And if you use code TAKE, you unlock a $1,000 bonus. Be sure to use code TAKE to unlock your $1,000 bonus. Hank will have a prop parlay for Celtics Game 5. So get ready for that. Terms apply. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take. Today is Wednesday, May 24th, and the Boston Celtics are off the floor. They're off the mat. They have won a game in the Eastern Conference Finals. It is 3-1, and also just a heads up to all AWLs. Our wonderful producer, Henry Lockwood, has not slept in 2 days, and he is borderline drunk on the lack of sleep, and we're loving it. Hank, I'll let you go first because you're on cloud 9.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel excited. You know, I was obviously procrastinated my packing, so I was doing all of that last night because the movers were coming this morning. Was finished at 3, but then I just couldn't fall asleep, and then I was worried about falling asleep at like 5 or 6 and missing just falling asleep through the alarm and having people knocking down my door.
That
so
happens.
I stayed up, haven't slept. I was really tired. I was really going through the motions, and then the adrenaline of that win, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. Max is jealous. PFT's mad for no reason.
Well,
What do you mean I'm not mad for no reason? I'm mad.
PFT has a reason.
I've got a reason to be mad.
Because you're the biggest sucker in the planet of the history of gambling. I can't feel bad for you for making those bets and losing. You deserve to lose that bet.
No, listen. You should
I'm
not
sorry.
feel bad about me losing. I agree with that 100%. In fact, if I lose this bet, people should relish in not feeling bad for me. It should be the
PFT bet
opposite.
$12,000 to win 106.
No. All right, Hank, math has never been your strong suit. You're not a world-renowned educated person. $10,000 to win $1,100. It's an 11% investment.
Panthers and Heat to win their.
Both up 3-0.
Both up 3-0. I'm not.
They were
3-1
at the time.
Now they're up 3-1. I'm not worried. In fact, Hank, I'm glad this happened, and I'll tell you why. Because what we're getting right now with Hank is pure 100% uncut delirium from Hank.
Yes.
We're getting
Uncut gems?
We're getting Hank at his most cocky because he won one game. You're down 3-1 in the series, and now you have hope. Not only hope that your Celtics will win, you have hope that you'll be able to golf. And there's nothing I would like more and the listeners would like more than to see that hope get absolutely fucking crushed out of your body on Thursday night.
He does have hope.
I love that you've got hope right now,
Look
Hank.
at his
I love
eyes.
It. Look at those eyes. I love those eyes because they're full of hope, wonder, infinite possibilities, infinite amounts of golf in the month of June, and it's about to be taken away from you on Thursday. I'm
And
so glad that you're happy right now.
Deep down,
But you know that's not true.
deep down,
You're gonna have to sweat that bet.
You want to have a
Deep-
whisper off?
deep-
Hey, it's fucking true, you piece of shit.
deep down, Hank
Just
does
because you're born in
think
Boston doesn't mean that you're a fucking winner at everything.
the Celtics are significantly better than the Heat.
They're the more talented team. Game 3 was a complete fluke. But again, water always finds its level. Someone's gonna have to win a 3-0 series in the NBA eventually. It was exactly reminiscent of the Yankees and Red Sox Game 3. They lost like 19-8, got absolutely blown out. I was at that game. I actually
Are you just doing a Dave Portnoy recap video?
was he there too.
Yeah, he's just been saying this nonstop the last 3 days.
It's true. I was thinking about it. I remember going to that game and we had like our seats were back and we stayed and we were like, I remember Hideki Matsui had home run and we were standing like behind home plate because everyone left. And it was like the season's over. So much promise, so much hope, so much talent. They're blowing it. They're choking it. They came back. They won. They shocked the world. First team to ever do it. Why not us? Jake?
It is fitting that
Why
this
not us?
started right in A-Rod's face, too.
And Jeter.
And Jeter.
Yeah, both of them, courtside.
Jake almost creamed his Dockers when they showed Jeter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
he
a
did,
fact.
Jake did come.
So Hank, in terms of the game, credit to the Celtics because halftime it looked like it was going to go the same way. It would look like the Heat were, the game started, the Celtics came out to a lead, then the Heat started playing well. They had like a 10-point lead at one point. It felt like the Heat were going to just make the Celtics quit, and the absolute reverse happened in the third quarter. They killed them I think they scored 38 points. Tatum got caught fire, and yeah, I mean, listen, back to Boston, Game 5. Are you saying that one's a guaranteed win?
You got to win Game 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a must-win.
It's yeah.
If you lose, you're out, right?
The fact that you paused on that, it really shows the legacy.
Well, no, I was trying to think. I'm only focused on myself.
Hank honestly feels like this
but
one
I asked
win,
you a question about the Celtics.
the way that Hank's acting,
I was thinking about myself, and it's like, don't think about yourself. Think about the team.
you would think that Hank just won the series tonight, the way that he's
Yeah.
acting right now. You're down 3-1. It's
Who's
actually,
up 3-1?
It's perfectly set up for a gentleman's sweep. The true gentleman's sweep. 3 games, you let the other team win 1, and then you knock them out.
I'm gonna do something I don't really do. Sorry, Billy. Billy's rooting for the fucking Heat tonight.
Well,
Scumbag.
Billy was rooting for less work. He
Yeah.
found out halfway through the first quarter, he's like, wait, if the Heat win this game, we don't have to record late on Thursday? And we're like, yeah. And then he put on a Heat shirt and was going nuts.
I'm gonna do something that I
Logistics.
don't often do, and I'm going to thank you, PFT.
You're welcome.
I
All right,
appreciate
moving
you
on.
because you were the one that made the golf bet. And when the Celtics were down 3-0, instead of doom and gloom, we're down 3-0. There's no way to win this series. I had to will myself to convince.
Did you listen back to Monday's show?
I had to convince myself. Right, Monday show ended, and then the wheels started turning.
Yeah.
And I was looking at not golfing for a month, and I had to convince myself that they could win 2 games. And once I did that, I realized they can win 4 games, and that's where I'm at right now. I don't think it wouldn't have. I don't think it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the bet, because it's like winning 4 games is
to find your way out of the hole.
Now listen,
it's a big thing to overcome, and it's like they just need to win 2, and if they win 2, they're winning 4, and everyone in this room knows.
this is. I actually agree with Hank. This is a must-win for the Heat. Game 5, you can't let them win because not only will Hank get off the golf bet, which nobody wants except for Hank, and maybe some groundskeepers in the greater Chicagoland area that would make a fortune off Hank this summer. But also, I know for a fact that if it's 3-2, they're going to win 4, and I'm going to lose my bet.
Well, the pressure goes back on the Heat.
Hank's
Yeah.
going to doink me.
I think
we're going to get doinked again.
Hank and I agreed. The Celtics are going to be heavily favored in Game 5. They should take care of business at home on paper. And then, in my eyes, Game 6 becomes Game 7. Because if it's 3-3 going back to Boston, the Celtics should win the game. Again, I'm wrong a lot. I've been wrong plenty of times before on the show making picks.
Yeah. So
but logistically, that's where my head's
Why
at.
are you pointing?
it's a good
Why are
point.
you
5.5.
pointing?
You were.
Why? I said 6.5 or 6.
I said 7.5. It's 8.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
They're
the
winning.
Celtics
That's
should
what we
take
like.
care of business. Game
I don't
6,
like you pointing at me.
in my mind, Game 6 could be Game 7.
Yeah, so Jake, does that make Game
That's how
5
Grant
Game
Williams felt.
6?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
made Game
okay.
4 must win for the Heat.
Well, not necessarily. Game 6 is the must-win, which
Oh,
is
okay.
in Game
Which is
7.
Game 5.
Max is. We also have Max, who's very upset that Hank found his mojo.
Yeah.
Max is a
back.
scumbag though, because he likes to be like, I'm rooting for you, Hank. I'm rooting for you, Hank. And then like you hear him be like,
I was at no point were any of my I'm rooting for you Hanks genuine. Like zero.
Yeah, and
At
that's
no
Like,
point.
it's
At
not like I
no
was
point.
pretending like obviously I'm not rooting for the Celtics. Why the fuck would I be rooting for
Did
the
you
Celtics?
bet on them last game?
Did I? Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I did bet on them last game.
All right.
See,
Yeah, that's
this
true.
is what I
But no,
love. I love how cocky Hank is right now. This is perfect.
I'm just asking questions.
That was a good impression of Max that you just did. It sounded like a dying alien in a movie.
No, we're getting pure, unfiltered, straight from the source Henry Lockwood right now. There's no restrictor plate on his brain.
It's the same, it goes back to my packing. Like, you can do it ahead of time. You can be, proactive and get it done at a normal time. Or you can wait till the last minute where you have no time left,
Celtics
no room for
procrastinate.
error,
Yeah.
backs against the wall,
Yeah.
you get it done.
Yeah.
Hank is a professional procrastinator.
Yes.
Celtics were like, we're not going to win a game until we absolutely have to.
Yep.
Right.
And now they will.
Which
Now-
is me. I'm not going to pack a box
Jake.
till 9 o'clock the night before.
Hank, what did you say before the game? You said Missoula went down to Miami and he put 2 suits in the ceiling.
Yeah, he left the suit in the ceiling, so we'll come back and pick this up game 6.
Yeah. Yeah. And he doesn't wear a suit.
But Hank, it would have to be 7 games.
And also, he doesn't wear a suit.
Nope. We'll
Yeah.
come pick it back up game 6.
So he's going to put the suit on game 6
Which
To
he
have
doesn't
to wear home.
Again, he does not wear a suit.
and then wear it again game 7.
No, he's going to leave a suit in Miami so that he can have it after they win game 6 on the way back home.
to wear a suit. So he's going to wear a shirt on the sidelines and then a suit on the plane.
There might be a number of listeners who are lost in this entire well, this
So
show,
are we.
really. So
Yeah.
are we. But what Hank was getting, he combined 2 great coach stories. One of which, Pat Riley, he left.
One suit.
He said we're only packing 1 suit for this trip because we're not going to need 2. We're closing it out in 1 game. And then there was another instance a couple years ago where a coach left like $1,000 in the
that
ceiling.
was the Celtics.
And it's like, because we're going to come back here and we're going to get our $1,000 back. But Missoula's taking it to the next level. He's leaving a suit behind
in the ceiling.
Innovator.
And he, again, does not wear a suit.
Yeah.
We should just keep reminding Hank that.
Jake,
Yes.
there are reports that Tyler Hero has been cleared for all
Basketball
basketball
activities.
related activities.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know what basketball related activities means. Secondly, is there any chance that he plays in this series?
Probably not. The target was always NBA Finals should they get there. So I would say no.
What do you
Yeah,
got,
Billy, go off.
How the fuck do you not play in this game if you're healthy?
Good
Because
question.
he's not cleared to play in the
No, but
basketball
he-
game.
Culture.
but
He's
Joe-
cleared for basketball
Hank is
activities.
But
so
that means
cocky.
like fucking play.
Well, I don't think he hasn't played in 3 weeks. And I know you think that you could just like roll out and play in an NBA game. But I think that probably has something to do
Billy
with
could.
I just don't like the attitude.
it.
Yeah.
Billy,
Same.
Billy did not care about this series 2 hours ago.
No.
And then
No,
a
no,
15-minute Zoom post-game Thursday changed his whole
Which he
stance.
doesn't have to be there for.
I thought we were gonna live stream it and record really late.
Billy was upset that he was going to have to work 4 days this week.
No, I just wanted to beat some traffic.
Got it.
So you wanted to
you
leave
still
work.
can do that.
Memorial Day traffic.
You
Yeah.
can still do that.
I know. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
All right, Hank. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's good to see some fire from you.
Yeah. I mean, you are temporarily back because
Yeah.
you were the saddest sack the last few shows.
And it's going to be so great when you
Which
lose.
again, when you're down 3-0, I do truly, fundamentally, at
Well,
my
it was
core,
when you were down 1-0
don't understand.
and when you're down
And
2
3-0.
we
3-2 to
we
the
blew
when
the
you're
first.
down 3-2, you just never need to sleep again. This Hank is the best Hank.
Also,
that's fine.
I think if the Celtics win Game 5 but the Heat win Game 6, Hank won't be as mad because the golf is
That's
back.
not true, Jake. I care about the Celtics.
I think that's part of it. I think that's a big part of it.
Nope.
Well, then why don't we extend the bet? Make it. If it's 3-2, then you don't golf.
And what am I getting in return for that?
I don't know. You tell me.
So I'm going to think about that deal, but I'll get back to you on if I think that makes sense or
It's
not.
not a bad strategy by PFT because you're not thinking straight about anything.
But I think the straightest when I'm not thinking straight.
That's true.
Hank, you do have to not sleep.
No
It's
one's
like
seeing the
play,
world.
I
For some
play a
reason-
draw. I play a draw.
For some reason,
Starts left, comes right.
when you fall asleep at night, that's when the enemy takes over.
Yeah.
Sleep,
That-
Hank,
you
is
get
bad for
dumber.
awake
You get
Hank.
dumb when you sleep.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
I mean, I've always wondered why I'm dumb in that. I mean, I sleep a lot. I like to sleep. I do love to sleep.
I always wondered why I'm dumb. It's an all-time quote. Just that's the best because you're basically trapped in your own brain where you're thinking about why you're dumb, but you can't figure out because you're dumb.
Yeah, it's because you turn your brain off every night for too long. It takes a while to reboot again.
Yeah. Stop sleeping. Hank with no sleep. You haven't even yawned, which means you like broke through the wall.
No, it's the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like Brooks at the Panthers game.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Hank. Series
Congrats,
is
Hank.
Thanks,
not.
Jake.
I
Very
don't.
cool.
You can't say series is on, but it is on.
Oh, it's on.
It's on.
It's on.
Oh, it's on.
It's on.
Max.
Like, we've just forgotten everything that has happened in this series because of one quarter of basketball.
No.
The Celtics played well in the third quarter, and then the Heat were like, all right, we'll go win game 5.
I mean, the Celtics
And,
had
the Heat.
the Celtics had leads in the fourth quarter before this.
Yeah.
No,
tonight.
but everything that has been said about this series is that the Heat are a different team. The Heat are resilient.
They are.
Like,
If we're talking quarters, Mac, fact or fiction, if the Celtics won the fourth quarter in games 1 and 2, they'd be up 3-1.
yes, but that is like
So
the difference between the Heat.
you can play, but that's both sides.
Now we got a true battle of the brains. I'm just gonna sit back and watch these two.
The Heat are going to
clash.
win. The Heat are going to win in game
Spoelstra
5.
needs to bring one suit
Yeah,
to Boston.
One suit.
One suit.
Which
One
he also
polo
doesn't
and pants.
wear. Yeah.
One polo and pants. One
Okay.
polo.
Other series. The Los Angeles
Wait, no,
Lakers.
Pat Riley needs to go to Boston with
Yeah.
one suit.
Yeah, one
He will
suit.
be
Only
there.
brought
Yeah.
one suit.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Lakers got swept. LeBron James. First half, throwback performance. Laid it all on the line. 31 points. Ran out of gas, and the Nuggets were just better. They were the better team. They are going to the finals for the first time in franchise history. They went to the finals as an ABA team. First sweep in franchise history. 44 playoff series. First time they swept someone. And Jokic he's averaging a triple-double, and he has 8 triple-doubles in these playoffs. I'm very happy for the Nuggets. They're just fucking really good.
Is that the all-time record too for triple doubles? I think he tied Wilt.
Yeah, every record is Wilt.
Might have passed him.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did it only playing 4 games this series is kind of crazy.
Yep.
And then
It actually was like as far as sweeps goes, that was kind of a fun series.
Yeah,
every game was pretty close and fun.
the Lakers were not bad.
Right.
The Nuggets are they're a wagon right now. And
Yeah.
I would like to admit that I was wrong. Nuggets in 6 is what I kept saying. I was wrong about not being right enough about the Nuggets.
Yeah.
So hand up, I didn't realize just how great they were. I knew they were great. Didn't know they were great like that.
And Jokic is he's a story that everyone should be rooting for. He's a guy who drafted in the second round. A Ricciardo took his draft moment, was overweight, worked himself into an MVP shape, like playoff, bad playoffs the last couple of years. Although they did go to the Western Conference Final in the bubble, which we don't count. But getting through that wall, getting to the NBA Finals, the Nuggets look like the best team in the playoffs. They've looked like the best team for long stretches of this season. I'm happy for them.
Hank, have we made any progress? You're our point man at Taco Bell. Any progress on them bringing back the quesarito if Jokic wins NBA Finals MVP?
I'll circle back.
Okay.
Get it for us.
Yeah, put a pin in that one. Link back with me. I would like to see
Please.
that. It's a delicious menu item. But yeah, I'm very impressed with the Nuggets. I grow more and more fond of them each
Yeah.
and every day.
They're fun.
They're so fun to watch. Jamal Murray, by the way, he might have had a better series than Jokic did.
He was phenomenal, and he's getting to the point now where he's getting so good in the playoffs that people will forget that he videotaped himself getting his dick sucked.
I did forget that.
Yeah.
I tried very, very hard to forget.
So
that.
he's getting to that point though.
You have to do a lot in America
But
to
he's
make
doing
people
it.
forget a sex.
Yeah,
tape.
he's doing it. He's getting to that point.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I'm happy.
happy
for
to see him overcome that.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon was like, Orlando or Aaron Gordon. Like he was awesome. He found something shooting threes.
KCP played well.
KCP is a very good play. Like
Jeff Green's still in the league.
yeah, KCP is one of those guys. Like, hey, maybe the Lakers probably should. He won a title with the Lakers, half title.
Yeah, I'm also
not a real title.
I'm also addicted to Jokic horse content.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It
Watching
is.
Jokic do the chariot behind the horse, which I almost feel worse for the horse when they're dragging Jokic's big ass behind them than when Jokic is riding him. But there's so many awesome pictures of Jokic standing next to a horse.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's a miniature horse. Oh no, wait, yeah, Jokic just an absolute monster.
He's just the biggest dude ever.
That's like what he does every offseason. He goes back to Serbia and just hangs out with horses.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pretty cool
and his
life.
brothers
Yeah.
were badasses.
His brothers throwing Michael Malone up in the air after the game.
Awesome.
That was amazing.
Also, Jokic getting, I don't know if you saw this moment, but when they were, it's always great whenever a team wins on the road and they get the emptied out arena and it's like, it feels like they've conquered like territory where it's like, it's just them in there.
Yeah.
But Jokic was handed a shirt. He started to put it on and he immediately was like, this is like a large and I'm a triple XL. And the clip of him, like they're handing the trophy and he's trying to put it over his head and he just bailed on it.
He's like, no, not
for
going to
me.
work. I like, we always talk about the silent arena after like a Steph Curry 3 on the road.
Yes.
There was a great moment right after the game was over when the Lakers announcer had to announce that the Nuggets just won the Western Conference Finals. And it was the saddest thing ever. It was like, congratulations to the Denver Nuggets.
Yes.
Western Conference champions.
He did the voice where it's like, please stop throwing objects on the court.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
like,
serious.
Oh, Hank is woken back up.
The Blakes, we forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we had a meeting of the Blakes tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
Down, down in Miami.
Thinking about that when we were talking Nuggets Lakers.
Good callback, Hank. we saw Brooks. He was sitting courtside. With
Brooks looks tired. He looks like he's ready to go to sleep.
Him and Hank handshake, and then
He was also at the Peas game.
he was at the Peas
he wasn't
game.
tired
Game
then.
4. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. And Blake Griffin was also there, so we had to know: did they say hi to each other? They did, in fact.
They did.
Dap each other up before the game started. And since Jenna was there too, we might have had 3 Blakes.
Yeah.
In about like 2 square feet.
Yeah.
We need to get the Curb Your Enthusiasm footage. Like someone's got to have that, like a picture or video of it happening.
What does that have to do with Curb?
Curb their enthusiasm, like solve the murder or something. At a
Oh,
Dodgers
okay,
game.
yeah,
Okay,
no, I got
all
you.
right.
I follow you.
It's hard to decipher what you're saying, but we get it eventually.
Yeah, I feel like that was a big. Everyone knew that.
Well, kind of. You were talking about a guy who got acquitted of a murder and wanting a footage of a dap up.
I thought he was talking about the music playing.
Yeah, me
and
too.
zoom
That's
in.
exactly
Yeah.
what I thought.
But no, we get it. We follow you.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength. We're one
Yeah.
team, one
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Hank, this will get you excited. Talk about LeBron James getting swept. That's incredible. Jordan, when he got swept, he did in 3 games.
Yeah.
It took LeBron 4.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say about that. We can't lose 4-1, and I can't really be dancing on his grave. He's old. He's washed up, so it's not the way it was. He's just he's gonna retire.
Well, he's not going to retire. That was classic LeBron to basically be like, oh, I got swept. Let me talk about retiring real quick, so that the story then becomes LeBron might walk away instead of LeBron got swept.
I thought it was a little classless, distasteful for LeBron to tease his retirement on the day of his best friend Carmelo Anthony's actual retirement,
Yes.
which I have to admit, I thought he retired like a year ago.
Well,
At least.
I don't know if you know this, but LeBron knew about that a week ago.
He did.
Yeah,
he
'cause
did.
he did the video.
When they made the video.
Yeah, that was. But yeah, LeBron 0.0% chance he doesn't play at least another game of basketball in the NBA.
Has he missed like 100 threes in the fourth quarter this playoffs?
It was 100. Yes, it was exactly 100.
Like 73
That's actually how
straight.
they decided the series. First to miss 100 threes. Yeah, he's not retiring.
No, he's not.
There's no way he's retiring.
LeBron-
There's a couple things that make it so he is not retiring. One, could you ever in a million years see LeBron James not doing a retirement tour?
No, he's going to require a gift from every team that he visits on the road. He's going to ask that they retire his jersey number.
Yeah.
He's going to pull out all the stops.
It's going to be
a big thing.
It's going to be a big thing. Two, Bronny is playing at USC. He still wants to play with Bronny. He can't retire if he wants to play with Bronny. 3, retirement tour. PFT, guess where the All-Star game is? The NBA All-Star game is in 2025.
LeBron James is from, I forget where he went to college. He is from Cleveland. Akron. He's from Akron. Is it in Cleveland, Ohio?
It is not. It's in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
So LeBron James, the 2025 All-Star game, I'm assuming they'll rename a trophy after him, something like that. That will be the LeBron Fest. That's what's going to happen. He's going to play 2 more years. There's no chance. This is ridiculous that he even say it.
Well, let's also say that LeBron played this game injured.
He did.
An injury that many people thought nobody could even walk on. So after you can set your watch if it's Chris Paul or if it's LeBron James losing in the playoffs. Within about 18 hours, you'll get a story about how injured they were. Now, LeBron was hurt. He's old. He's played a full season. He's probably banged up a little bit, but the stories started to come out right afterwards. He's going to take some time off. He's going to tease retirement. He's going to say, I don't know if I want to go through this rehab process. Playing another season is especially grueling. And then he's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to lace it up for another year.
Yeah.
And then he'll be back.
And I know that we're not the most pro LeBron podcast.
I hate it when stars do that.
What?
Just tease retirement and then come back at the end.
Oh, yeah. We're not the most pro LeBron podcast, but what he did at the first half last night was special. He's 38 years old. He's not the LeBron. Like, he played, I think, all but 4 seconds on Monday night. Like, it was pretty insane that he was able to throw it back for that. He did run out of gas, but he's 38 years old. The Lakers, found something very special in Austin Reeves. Rui Hachimura played great all these playoffs. The big question is Anthony Davis. You needed Anthony Davis to be the alpha because LeBron is 38 years old and he wasn't that guy on both ends. I also have something funny for you, PFT, that I was having a debate with our friend Kirk Minahan about top 10 players of all time. It's a take that I'm brewing for later on. Some other day we'll do our worst takes or the takes that will get us in the most trouble. But anyway,
I think LeBron's in there.
Yeah, no, he is. That wasn't the take. I went and I looked at the top 75 all time, the list they made. Mm-hmm. The other, whatever it was, 2 years ago when it was 750th anniversary. Where's Anthony Davis on the top 75?
He can't be that high up, right?
74 or
yeah,
75.
Yeah.
Or he's 76.
Thanks, PFT. I'm going to say...
Fair.
Yeah, turn your mic off, bitch. 71.
53.
That's crazy. That's crazy too.
That's insane.
So when they put him on that list, that's people in a room just thinking to themselves, imagine Anthony Davis trying to get D'd up by Pistol Pete and dunking on his head.
Yeah.
That's why they put him that high on the list.
Imagine how far Anthony Davis would rock one of Bob Cousy's layups.
Yeah, exactly. This is just looking at Anthony Davis, the freak athlete, and then comparing him to old players that were, by any objective stretch, much, much greater NBA players than Anthony Davis was.
Just 53 and he had moments in these playoffs. He had some games. He had a 40-point game. He played great defense at times, but he was not what the Lakers needed him to be special. They needed him to be the guy, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He's 53.
He wasn't. He was healthy though.
He was healthy.
That was nice to see. What about the rest of the supporting cast? Schroeder? You like Schroeder?
Yeah.
I actually think what the Lakers should do, the key to their season this year was getting rid of Westbrook. They need to re-sign Westbrook and then trade him away again.
Yes, I would agree.
And then vibes just skyrocket. They should maybe try to do that Chris Paul too.
Yes. We also had at the Lakers game, we're already starting the rumor mill because LeBron said he was going to retire, but we also had a player there who LeBron might play with again. So Kyrie Irving was at the Lakers game 4, and that will start the rumor mill. I'm not a LeBron fan, but I don't want him to retire because he's fun. Mm-hmm. It's fun. And from a pure basketball standpoint, watching him put in 31 in the first half and being like, I'm going to empty the tank trying to will my team to not get swept was special. And it's fun to watch.
For all the LeBron stands out there and also LeBron haters. So I guess in this threesome I'm thinking about right now, I'd say Shannon Sharp as a lover and then Nick Wright as a lover and Skip Bayless as a hater. When LeBron James retires, they're still going to do 2 years of content about what LeBron would have done on that night if he had been on that team.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You can't quit LeBron cold turkey.
Yes.
You have to wean yourself off him.
He will. They will have tweet alerts on, and if LeBron tweets about any game, that will be the lead story.
Yeah, that'll be their take on it.
Yes.
There were some people saying it was disrespectful to the Nuggets, how much attention was being paid to the Lakers. Guess what? The Lakers, it's LeBron.
Well, it's also
we're gonna pay attention.
You talk about the losers when the winners go on. I've never understood when people get upset about that. You have more time to talk about the Nuggets. They're playing in the NBA Finals. They have another series. When a team loses and gets swept, if the Celtics had gotten swept tonight, we would have talked about the Celtics. That's how it works. You talk about the dead corpse and the team that's living and goes on. You have another day to talk about them.
Yeah, John wasn't saluting Jackie Onassis as she walked down the street. She was saying bye to her dad.
I just hate that shit. I hate when people are like, oh, you don't talk about the winners get to keep playing.
Yep.
We're going to talk about them. The Nuggets have 2 full weeks We led with the Nuggets here. We talked about the Nuggets before the Lakers, but the Nuggets have 2 full weeks where they get praise, and they deserve it. They're a fucking special team. I did also. Now I'm starting to. I'm ditching. I'm getting into the saying way too many nice things about LeBron. He gave a quote that was anti-Giannis, which I appreciated because I liked him saying this. I don't think he was subtweeting Giannis or anything, but it was interesting seeing it. He said when asked about the season, he says, "I think it was okay. I don't like to say it's a successful year because I don't play for anything besides winning championships at this point in my career. I don't get a kick out of making a conference finals appearance. I've done it a lot."
Yep.
Nice brag. Fair. And it's not fun to me to not be able to be part of getting to the finals, but we'll see. Then he talks about his retirement. But I appreciated that. LeBron was being honest when he's like, I'm not fucking playing basketball at 38 years old to be in a conference finals.
Yeah. No, I think he's 100% right about that. Of course he's not. He's not going to be going out there and putting his body through all that shit.
Right.
To lose again.
Right.
He wants to win. I respect that about LeBron. Say what you want about him. He's always wanted to win. He's never.
He has.
There have been maybe 1 or 2 games where he's come up and just laid a complete egg in the playoffs. But
Game 3 against Dallas, or was it Game 4 when he scored 8 points?
Yeah, 8 points. Yeah. But for the most part, LeBron James, he competes when he's out there and when he's not flopping. But it was. I'm going to miss talking about him when he's gone. But he's not gone. Yet. He's not gone yet. Everybody out there is getting faked out by the LeBron retirement thing. If LeBron James retires from the NBA, I will also retire from the NBA.
Okay, let's go one further. If LeBron James doesn't play a single more basketball game, that's a bad sentence. Hank, help me.
If he quits.
No. Hank, go ahead. You got it.
If LeBron James doesn't record a stat in an NBA game ever again.
Okay, nice. PFT, I think you and I should have to wear LeBron jerseys for an entire month.
Make it a year.
Fine, it's a year.
A year. I'll wear a LeBron jersey.
For a year? Fuck. Let's do a month. A month.
Oh,
we'll do a month. No, then why don't you get a cat, you fucking pussy?
What?
Yeah, you heard what I said.
I risked a cat.
A month. We'll do it for an entire month.
I will also.
No, you know what? We'll get cats. Fuck it.
I will read The Godfather.
I will read The Godfather, and I will get a cat.
I will not get a cat. I will wear a LeBron James jersey for every NFL Sunday next year.
Oh, that's easy. No, you got to do more. I'm getting a cat.
I wear it for all NFL season.
Every day.
Every day.
And get cornrows for a month.
I will get why cornrows?
Why not?
LeBron James, has he ever had cornrows?
That's nothing to do with LeBron.
I will go bald.
Funny as to you.
I will go bald.
What does that
Well,
mean?
you are going bald.
Yeah.
No, but my hair's growing back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Who's back of the week?
Yeah.
No, I will. No, I'll wear a LeBron James jersey
for the entire NBA season.
For the entire NBA season.
There you
next
go.
year.
And I'll get a cat.
Yep.
But I also will not get a cat if he sits out next year.
Yeah.
Because I think he would play. He could
take a
sit
year
out
off?
next year and then play with Bronny.
Maybe come back, play for the Wizards.
We also could just say he'll always come back.
Yeah, that's
Barry
true.
Sanders.
Yeah, keep pushing that off.
Okay, yeah. So those are the stakes.
Bronny's mom's hot, by the way.
LeBron's wife.
Yeah, Bronny's mom.
Yeah.
She's
Savannah is
knock
her
her out
name.
the park,
Could
all
you
due
say her
respect.
name? She has a name.
She's Bronny's mom. That's her
She's
most.
Savannah?
That's her most important job.
She's Savannah.
Yeah, Savannah, good-looking girl.
Woman.
With all due respect, knock it out the park.
What?
What do you
You
mean?
guys know that clip?
No.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
What do you mean? Why?
Mark
Billy?
Jackson. I don't know the context, but he literally says, "I knock it out the park. All due respect."
So about LeBron's wife?
Yes. It's.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
play it. It's.
I would not knock it out. I would hit a sack fly.
I have a take too. You had it ready to go.
All of that talk was that his wife Savannah had a sinker ball and a fastball as a high school softball pitcher. I tell you what. And you know what I was thinking, Mike? We've had this running debate
Wait.
whether Mark could put into play against an average
Oh,
major league.
Wait.
They're actually talking about softball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hank.
Well, I've never heard this part of it. We'll cut this.
No way.
Hey.
I don't think Mark could put into play.
I've only heard this part. Ready?
Because of her sinker.
Thompson for three won't go. Kevin Love the rebound. I'm shocked you downplay Savannah.
He said she was all city. James again from downtown. And I hit out the park. No question. With all due respect.
So I miss context matters.
Hey,
Context matters.
wait.
That just
So
ruined it.
you've just been living in a world where Mark Jackson said on national TV, "I will fuck LeBron James' wife."
He would have been.
I've
killed.
only heard the clip where he goes, "I think you're down playing Savannah," and I would knock it out the park with all due respect. Which, without the softball context, is the funniest quote of all time. And now I just ruined it for myself and probably other AWS.
I
Probably
think
not.
it's
No, I
funnier.
think, yeah,
But I guess that makes more sense.
Would you hit Savannah out of the park? Would you knock her out of the park, Hank?
you admit it makes sense now,
I'd hit a dribbler to the mound.
Hank? We've lost him again. Okay. I would say, by the way, Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, I don't know if they like basketball anymore. They complain nonstop.
Yeah.
And I know that like sometimes it's good because they're saying things that the NBA doesn't want to be said and all that, but like they really don't. Like there's times where I'm like, do these guys even want to be here?
They just get frustrated with the officiating.
With everything though, with load management, with the officiating, with fouls, with like everything.
You get old fast. You
It's
get old
crazy.
fast watching sports. Everybody becomes a boomer.
Yeah, I used to love those guys, and now I'm like, they feel angry
One
half
thing
the time.
I love how Mark Jackson always calls Jeff Van Gundy coach.
Yeah,
I do like that part
coach
about
for
it.
life.
Coach for life.
Okay. Our Knights are one away, and our Panthers
Peas
are one away,
up the peas.
Go Peas.
and that's talking hockey.
Yep.
Okay, let's do hot seat, cool throne. Don't you dare anyone tweet saying you didn't talk about hockey. We did.
Yeah,
We just talked
the
about
Knights.
Hurricanes.
Just talked.
We
about
said them.
No,
I don't.
said
I mean, the series. I've been watching all the series. It's fun to watch playoff hockeys, but it's hard when it's 3-0.
Yeah.
And the the Hurricanes they played a very good game the other night, and they just
1-0.
Bob was
can't
was
score 5
sick.
on 5.
Brick wall Bob.
He
Barstool
has like
score.
67 straight saves. So he's
love
been
brick wall Bob.
on fire.
I think it might have been our friend Paul Bissonnette. It might have been somebody else on that desk. When it went to overtime the other night, they said it was Stars Knights, and they said you can't have a night with no stars. And they were saying the Stars were going to win. That's just not true. You can have a night with no stars easily, but you can't have
Well, yeah, if you live in a city with
air pollution.
Air
Yeah,
pollution, yeah.
but you can. They meant the other thing, which is you can't have stars with no night.
Well, technically,
no, that's
the
sun, yeah.
The sun's a star.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn. What are you,
now,
Neil
Hank
deGrasse Tyson?
Hank has made us all a little bit high.
Yeah, I got
During this
contact
episode.
It's
tires.
hot in here.
Yeah, it is hot. Here. Yeah.
Takes are hot.
Okay, let's do Hot Seat Cool Throne. It is brought to you by ourselves again. The Barstool Sports store is full of awesome stuff that'll make your dad feel young and cool. Our merch for Father's Day is incredible. We got all new Pardon My Take stuff out for Father's Day. Dad rope hats, polo quarter zips, the best tasting coffee and Stella Blue coffee. We have cold brew out now. So tons of dad merch for Father's Day. It's coming up. Make sure you get your dad something cool this Father's Day. Get him Pardon My Take rope hat and maybe some Stella Blue coffee. Boom. Shop now at the store.barstoolsports.com. Shop now at store.barstoolsports.com. Store.barstoolsports.com. Go get your dad something special. Hank, hot seat, cool throne. Oh, this is bad because Hank,
My hot seat is
we
pants.
we recorded FAQs at noon, and Hank said to us, he was like, "Are we doing hot seat, cool throne right now? Because I don't have anything." And in the back of my head, I was like, "We're gonna flash forward 12 hours, and he'll still have nothing."
Okay, LeBron. My
Okay,
hot
but
seat
do you
is-
have anything?
Yes, pants.
Oh, okay.
Good.
It's getting hot out. Short season. My other hot seat, I guess, yeah. And then I guess I'll say it this way: my cool throne is me, because I'm a mature looking gentleman. I tweeted and said I'm wrapping up my 20s. A couple weeks, I'll be 30. So this Celtics money line tonight was the game of my 20s. Put a decade on the line. Borderline overwhelming response of people saying, "I thought you were already way older than 30."
Oh.
Which
You're distinguished.
some could look at as an insult. I look at it as a compliment because I'm a mature, older gentleman.
That's also internet age. Like, people have known you for 11 years now,
It's 10 years as well.
Yeah, and it's been, but I'm saying like they've known you, watched you.
Probably like 10 years this week. Yeah.
That's a really long time.
Yeah. So cool throwing me.
All right.
Wow,
Great job, Hank.
Is this our 10-year anniversary, me and you?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the 10-year anniversary gift? Jake, can you look that up? The traditional one?
I mean, I tried.
Diamond
I was
anniversary?
hoping- I was-
To buy him
I-
some
diamonds,
diamond
yeah.
I
earrings.
was hoping Big Cat was gonna, ride with me on.
Hank,
got
Hank,
one game
I've
a decade.
explained this time and time
It's fine.
again.
It doesn't matter. I just would
You've
like to
written
share with
about
you.
it. You've talked about it. I fucked up.
Tin or aluminum gifts
oh, get him some
I'll get
Coors
you a
Light.
couple
symbolize
tins.
strength and longevity.
Hank, I actually just got this for you. It's the part of my take koozie.
These things are actually sick.
I know. So what'd you get me?
I got you a 10.
He's pulling it out of his pocket.
I lost it.
Okay.
Jake, you got one? Extra one?
Not on me.
Okay, so good hot seat, cool throne, Hank.
Thank you.
Great job, Hank.
I really don't want you to ever sleep again. Like I don't want to. You know what this is like?
I'm fading.
This is like the Dwight Schrute when he gets concussed episode.
Yeah, he's so
and
nice
Pam's
to
like,
everyone.
I don't want you to go back to just regular Dwight. I love this Hank. You're fading.
Yeah.
Did you drive today?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say you're gonna fall asleep behind the wheel.
No, thank God.
Okay,
We got an early day tomorrow.
we do. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah, well.
What are you doing tomorrow morning?
We got to shoot
Shoot what?
a video.
We gotta shoot
What
a-
kind of video is it?
At a golf course, and Hank. So I'll just say it. It's gonna come out soon. It's for a giveaway, and we're gonna shoot at a golf course.
No teasers.
I literally need to shoot one shot, PFD. And Hank keeps in planning this. He's like, yeah, we'll play like 3 or 4 holes. I'm like, no, I need to take one shot. I'm going to take one shot, and then we're getting in the car and going to work.
Yeah, but show business, it's like you got to take multiple takes.
See, he's been doing this the whole time where he's like, we'll do like 3 or 4 holes. I'm like, no. One shot is all I need.
Hank needs to take 0 shots.
Yes,
Hank
yes.
himself needs 0 shots.
He's gonna take shots.
He's going to take a shot.
you're gonna play a full 9.
No.
I'm telling you, this golf bet, it's heavy in importance.
Yeah, oh yeah, more than the Celtics.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, about,
Golfing.
oh.
I would go to caddy school.
Okay.
I already thought about it.
PFT.
It's not going to happen.
My hot seat is the Europa Conference Final in soccer because Knowlesy's going. That's right, bitch. Knowlesy's going. You guys know Knowlesy?
No.
Knowlesy is the West Ham fan that at their semifinal match, it was against AZ Alkmaar.
Okay.
Their fans are the Ultras. They're like big-time hooligans.
Yeah.
After the game was over, the Ultras tried to storm the West Ham friends and family section in the stands, and this one big British unit, this absolute lad, stood on the stairs like it was at the 300 at Thermopylae,
Stamford Bridge.
fighting them all off, punching these guys in the face, keeping this. It's probably like 24, 30 guys.
How do you spell him?
Knowlesy. His name is Chris Knoll, but they call him Knowlesy, which is a perfect name for him.
Okay.
Knoll. This fucking unit was just up there swinging, punching dudes in the face, knocking them all back. The video went viral. West Ham, my team, my club, they reached out to him, and they bought him tickets to go to the final match next month. They're sending him there as like an official fan representative.
Oh, no.
This dude is awesome. But I'm sure that if you look deep enough into Knowlesy's internet history, I'm guessing you might find something bad. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
no,
that for a
it's-
fact, but I know how these stories go. Just appreciate Knowlesy in the moment.
Okay, so I searched Knowlesy because
Yep.
I wanted to watch the video, and the first video that popped up was so Knowlesy didn't actually do anything and just got battered.
Haters.
And
No.
it's just a video of, I think, Knowlesy getting his ass
That's a
kicked.
bad angle. Look at the other one.
It's the best angle because it's the
No,
one from above.
Look at the other one, though.
Okay.
You'll see Knowlesy just defending. He's defending the wall.
Got it. Okay.
Knowlesy's a fucking lad.
Because that one bummed me out because it was just an older guy getting fucking worked.
Yeah. Well, he even if he did just get worked, he still put his body on the line and protected everybody else that was in the stands.
Yeah.
Shout out Knowlesy.
Okay, shout out Knowlesy.
You're an absolute lad.
Okay.
And then my cool throne is Thursday night football ratings because the NFL announced that they are flexing weeks 12 through 18 Thursday night football.
13 through 17.
I read 12 through 18. Jake's right, probably.
I don't think there's a Thursday game on week 18.
All right, whatever, Jake.
Sorry, it was mine too.
Dude, Nosey's getting his
13
ass
through
kicked.
17.
Nosey's getting
Watch
fucked
the other
up.
one. You haven't watched the good
I'm
angle.
seeing a picture too. He's got a
No,
black
but
eye.
watch the other angle.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, because he fought 40 guys.
Okay, all right. I'm
What?
trying to find the other.
I'm gonna
angle.
wait. I'm gonna wait to
I'm trying to
resume
find
this
the other
until you
angle.
find the good video.
I don't know where the other angle is that shows Nosey like protecting everyone.
Just search Nosey on Twitter.
It looks like the fake news has gotten a hold of the Nosey story.
No, Nosey.
Oh
he's
yeah,
as
all
real
right.
as
So
it
I'm
gets.
seeing the other angle, which is kind of the bad angle. But yeah, he did a good job.
Nosey beat the fuck out of
It's
people.
it's hard to erase what I saw first.
Nosey's a lad. So weeks 13 through 17 are now eligible to be flexed on Thursday Night Football. They're going to give teams a minimum of 28 days notice before the decision is made. That feels like a lot of guessing to be like, oh, 1 month from now, this game will be better than the game that we have in its place. So the ones that are eligible to be flexed, Dallas at Seattle, Pittsburgh at New England, San Francisco at Seattle, the Rams at the Saints, and the Browns at the Jets. So at least one of those will be flexed.
My favorite argument when this came up was the football writers are like, won't anyone think about the fans that are planning their schedule to go to away games? It's like, yeah, okay. There's probably a couple hundred that we're going to go to a late season Thursday night game away, but how many millions of people are going to watch a game on TV and we might get better football?
Yeah, so that's what
Like,
it
I do
boils
feel
down to.
bad. You probably want to, but also they're telling you right now, don't plan to go to that game.
So my idea for announcing NFL schedules in a perfect world, just for TV purposes, if there were no fans in the stands, would be Sunday night after the afternoon slate, before the night game starts on Football Night in America. At that point, they announce what the
Selection
games,
show.
what the games next week are
Yeah,
going to be. And
yeah.
then if you lose, guess what? You have something to watch that show for, because there's nothing worse. If you lose on Sunday, you avoid the highlight shows
Yeah.
like it's the plague.
Yeah.
But if you watch that for the selection, for the schedule unveiling for the next week,
I love it.
oh my God, that would be so
It'd
awesome.
be so awesome.
I predict right now Rams Saints. That's going to be flex.
What is it?
They're gonna get that out
Seahawks,
here.
Cowboys?
Dallas at Seattle.
I could see the Cowboys sucking this year.
I hope so.
Doesn't that feel like they do that?
Yeah, Hank can't have it all.
Yeah.
Steelers at New England. They're going to keep that one. 49ers at the Seahawks. I could also see the Seahawks sucking this year.
Yeah.
And then the Browns at the Jets. They're going to want to put Rodgers on prime time.
Okay, my hot seat, similar football, is the Dogs trying to make a roster because they changed the kickoff rule again. Fair catches, which college football already has. I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Yeah, the only bummer is that we're not going to see any returns at all.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see some still because if you kick it to like the 10, they might return it. But
They've been gradually phasing that out of the game,
yeah,
though.
yeah, which is it does suck a little bit, but I also it already happens in college football. So I'm always like of the belief that if it's a rule that happens in college football and they make it in the NFL, I'm okay with it because my brain was already split halfway down where it's like, you'll watch a college football game and there was the first couple of years where it happened and like, why are they fair catching it?
Yeah.
My brain is adjusted.
You know
so
what?
when they fair catch a kickoff, I will know what's going on.
We're always going to have the Cordarrelle Patterson return with the sky cam.
Yeah.
That's really when kickoffs, that was the last great kickoff that we got to see.
Yeah.
They're just going to end up pooch kicking it to the 20, and they're going to cover, and they're just going to fair catch it every time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or
what if they miss the pooch kick
Exactly.
and then they get to return it?
It could be squib kicks, the return of the squib.
There's an art in that.
Mm.
Okay, and then my cool throne is Carmelo Anthony. We alluded to it, but he retired. Legendary career. Oh, Jake.
Thank you, Mello.
All right.
Thank you, Mello.
Three-time
you,
gold
Melo.
medal winner.
Yeah, American hero.
People were talking maybe retire his number for the Nuggets. He does wear the same number as Jokic. Someone had the good idea on Twitter that they should just make 15 the best Nuggets player.
Yeah, it's like number 10 in soccer.
Right, exactly. I do think he might get retired. I wouldn't be shocked if the Knicks retire his number.
They might.
Because what, Hank?
Go to like the second round once.
But
yeah, he was the best Knicks memories in the past 30 years.
he picked the Knicks, though, over – because remember after the LeBron, Bosh, Wade, Summer, and everything, Melo wanted to be with the Knicks. He wanted to be with the Knicks. He picked the Knicks. That was the I'm coming home. We talked to him about that video. I think there weren't a lot of people picking the Knicks.
You know what? USA Basketball should retire his number. How
That'd
about
be
that?
nice. I maybe they won't. I just know that Knicks fans do love Melo. He picked him.
Yeah, you should retire numbers for winners, not like nice guys that you're like.
Okay.
Syracuse retired it.
He won a championship.
He won a championship. He won a championship. But yeah, Melo was I actually think that.
They like Jeremy Lin too. His numbers not retired.
Yeah, I know Jeremy Lin was like really good for a month.
Kristaps.
What about him?
They loved Kristaps.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He ended very
do
poorly
anything in
with
the
him.
playoffs, did he?
Yeah. Ended very.
We're
poorly.
doing second round. All right, whatever. I'm not. Sorry.
Actually, you know what? Hank's right. It would be weird if the Knicks retired his number.
I'm not basing it on what he did. I'm saying because he picked him, and no one's picked the Knicks.
Yeah.
Now,
Pick me trophies. Yeah.
Okay, but
Knicks-
I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe I'm way off. Knicks fans love Melo.
I would be shocked either. I'm just saying it's soft.
Okay.
Now, what happens next year if, let's say, the Lakers making a little postseason noise
Done.
down the stretch? They need another body.
Let me see.
There's an injury. Get on the phone. Get Melo there.
Knicks.
Melo's going to be bodying people at Lifetime Fitness. That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking forward
Yes.
to. He should still he should play as much basketball. He should play more basketball, except just casually at the gym, pick up ball.
Okay, I'm just going off of a tweet from NBA Central. Should the Knicks retire Carmelo Anthony's number? Most people are saying no. Okay, so there you go. No, I will change my take. No.
Yeah, I agree
Even though
with
he
that.
picked him. I just think they have a special place in their heart because he did pick him when no one picked him.
What did he wear on USA Basketball?
I don't know. Probably. I think he might have worn 7.
Carmelo Anthony, USA Basketball, number 7. They should retire it.
Also,
15.
15?
15.
Okay.
Carmelo Anthony also retires is maybe the coolest thing you could say about someone. He was a walking bucket.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everyone will say. And I also saw a video today that made me very sad and feel very old. It was some guy on Instagram talking to an AAU team, and they were asking him who Melo is, and they all were just saying LaMelo Ball,
Yeah,
and that hurt me.
that is sad.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
should know better.
Yeah.
That's bad parenting.
Yeah, stay mellow. Okay, Billy.
My hot seat is Italians. Turns out there was recently a crisis meeting in Italy because the price of pasta has been too high.
Ooh,
So they had a pasta meeting.
I don't like the sound of a crisis meeting in Italy.
I would have liked to see this pasta meeting.
I know. I just think it's hilarious. Like a bunch
Yeah.
of guys standing around like the pasta is. You
Yeah,
got
we
a
gotta
pasta
figure this
problem.
out.
Yeah,
We
they
gotta
have a
figure this
pasta
out.
riot, pasta rebellion.
Well, Hank, why are you eating yourself?
Worry about yourself.
I just looked over and you were gnawing on the inside of your finger.
I have a little blister from golf. I was just getting rid of the skin. Fuck off.
Too much golf. Okay.
I thought you were trying to bite off your tattoo.
You-
that you-
Can't
I
say
saved
it
a
is-
mean comment during the kickoff thing because I wasn't trying to be contentious, but like, if
Oh,
the
there
NFL
it
didn't
is.
have kickoffs, like your best Chicago player of the last 40 years was a kick returner.
I agree. I'm not saying, but they found out that kickoffs are pretty dangerous. I want football to last forever.
All right, that's why I didn't say anything.
We're good. I feel like we're on the other side of the Delirious mountain. Of
Well, you're
just
calling me
me.
out like I'm just existing.
Well, I looked over and you were going like this. Oh, this is weird. This is weird.
You don't worry. You know your hands are soft. You got
Not
Billy
as soft
hands.
as
You got Billy
Billy's-
hands.
Yeah, Billy's
My
My
hands.
hands are
hard as
calloused.
Oh, we don't want you
fuck,
to
by
do
the
this
way.
again. Yeah.
Like I
We
don't
forgot
understand
about
why
that.
people.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that one to the.
All right, good hot seat, Billy.
Yeah, go ahead.
The
Cool
pasta.
throw.
Cool throne. Jets, Alan Lazard had to leave OTAs, and Aaron Rodgers. They both thought they were hurt. But turns out Alan Lazard just got hit in the nuts, and Aaron Rodgers, I think, was trying to take some time off to chill.
Got it.
Okay.
So that's cool.
So,
I thought he had a calf injury.
Yeah,
so wait,
but
we're,
like,
we're supposed to worry and then we're not worried.
yeah, we were supposed to worry. Now we're not worried.
He had a tender little calf, though.
Yeah, because everyone thought Lazard got seriously injured, but they didn't say that he came back to practice. But they're like, he got carried off. But turns out he just got hit in the nuts. So
Got
that's,
it.
That's pretty cool.
Got it. Okay. We're losing Hank. Go ahead, hot seat. Cool throw.
Okay. My hot seat. My hot seat's birds.
Okay.
There was a bird sitting in the infield of the Guardians White
Oh,
Sox
yeah.
game, and it got hit and died.
And there
was
was
crazy.
some pitcher was warming up in the outfield, drilled a bird with a curveball, killed the bird too 2 days ago.
Yeah. So not great.
Horses of the sky.
Horses of the sky.
Carson Wentz should have played baseball.
Yeah. And sticking with the animal theme, my cool thrown squirrels. Squirrel.
Yeah.
A squirrel was running along the wall of Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
Tonight.
rally squirrel, and
Rally
it fell
squirrel?
off. Yeah, it fell off. Now
The fans.
it looks
so
it's
funny.
it's a bad look for New York sports fans. They were terrified of this squirrel.
Probably retire his number.
Yeah,
I like this, Hank.
Jeffrey Marr would have snatched that squirrel up in his glove and crushed it to death.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, they were scared. of
Terrified of the
Bad
squirrel.
podcasting,
Oh
but it's
my
the fans.
God.
Their jaws are on the floor, and it's a squirrel, slow motion, running on the wall on the short porch, and he fell. Down he goes.
Okay, good, cool throne. Before we do Jimmy Tatro and
Wait,
Daniel Ricciardo,
Hank has another point to make. I'm sure it's
Fun
salient.
fact. No, this is actually just a fun little stat. The Celtics had a team outing at Top Golf after their afternoon film session. Maybe all their whacking golf balls help relieve their stress.
Okay,
That's just a fun fact.
it is a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact.
I mean, Top Golf is fun.
Do you have any last words, Hank? Because we're going to say goodbye to this version of Hank. I assume you're going to sleep at some point.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to miss
sleep.
this guy.
Yep.
So maybe say goodbye to the AWLs. We don't know when we'll see Delirious, Hank.
I won't sleep on Sunday night. I'll be ready to go Monday.
Oh, you're not going to sleep now
On Sunday.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Smart.
For what if there's no game?
There will be a game. There will be.
You just guaranteed a game 7?
He guaranteed it right when this game ended. He's like, "We'll see you Monday night."
Game 7 is guaranteed to Henry Lockwood right now.
Yeah, fuck it.
BFT's going to be shitting himself.
I will.
Oh, PFT knows. The second I saw that tweet, I was like,
I will shit myself. If the Celtics
you
win,
deserve it.
okay, yeah, that's fair. I do. This is a bet that will make me no friends. It'll just make me hopefully 10% richer. It's called math, Hank. It's called compounding interest. It's called investing in your future.
Never mind.
No, lay it off.
No,
you
I
already
can't do
went
that.
after Devin
Nope.
Hester. Go ahead. Come on, do it.
No, I was thinking, I was trying to pick PFT apart, but
You can't.
yeah.
I'm unpickable. You can't bite me like I'm your hand. Okay, wait.
Okay.
think
No,
of something.
nothing.
Yep. Nothing. Yeah. Okay, Hank's tank's empty right now.
You could bite him.
Hank won't bite me.
You deserve to lose.
Hank,
That's
I
all
think
I'm
you
saying.
could
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's kick it to ourselves. Jimmy Tatro and Daniel Ricciardo, both in person. Or no, Jimmy Tatro on Zoom, Daniel Ricciardo in person, and then FAQs, great FAQs after that.
We're going to get to our good friend Jimmy Tatro in a second. Before we do, it's brought to you by The League. Let's talk about the newest league that you guys need to join. No, it's not an NBA bracket. It's not fantasy football. It's a dating app called The League, designed for busy, career-oriented people to find their other half. Many athletes, especially those making a career out of it, have the passion and work ethic that The League looks for in their users. But you don't have to be from an Ivy League school, rich, or a CEO. So whether your passion is business, music, or sports, if you value your time, refuse to settle, and want to find that in a partner, then The League is for you. And speaking of The League's user base, they boast a 60-40 girl-to-guy ratio. So the straight guys are looking at much better odds here compared to the mainstream apps where you're lucky if there's 30% women.
I'm on there.
Are you,
Let's
Hank?
go.
Great. Find Hank on The League. Do some scouting. Get out there. Hank's got great combine numbers.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Hank? What'd you measure in at?
6'1.5"
Okay.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
on dating profiles.
6'1.5", easy. And The League believes that a supportive partner is the best career accelerator that there is. So when you're ready to find your special someone, pick a partner who will challenge you to swing for the fences. We're going to get Hank, you're going to connect with that special somebody on The League because you, my friend, are a career-oriented professional. You're basically CEO of this company. I'm sure you're looking for another like-minded woman out there that will share that same drive and ambition that you have.
Facts.
We're going to find her. Download The League from the App Store today and message your concierge #PMT and skip the wait. How about that? Get to the front of the line. So all you have to do, if you're looking for your Hank or if you're looking for your Henrietta, download The League on the App Store today and message that concierge #PMT and you can skip the wait. And now here's Jimmy Tatro.
Okay, we now welcome on our very good friend, recurring guest, Hollywood star, Jimmy Tatro. No, you're a Hollywood star. Jimmy, let's start with that. What is life like now that you are a Hollywood star?
Everything has changed. I think the hardest thing about being a Hollywood star has been just completely replacing my friend group with more star power.
Yeah.
And I'm not really that good of friends with all these new friends, but
But they're better friends.
yeah, they're cooler friends. So it's been necessary to just cut all of the friends and family closest to me. But that's just part of the biz. That's part of the Hollywood biz,
Yeah, it just happens. So you are on with us because The Machine is coming out this weekend. You play a young Bert Kreischer, our friend Bert Kreischer. So let's talk about the movie first. When you signed up for this, so you're playing Bert Kreischer, who's in the movie. It's his life. It's his story. Did he sit you down and he was like, this is what you have, like, this is how cool you have to act? Like, you need to look like this. You need to do this because it's my life.
To be honest, no. He didn't even do that even a little bit. Like, I think I would have liked him to do that a little bit, but he just fully trusted, I guess, every part of the process. So no, he didn't actually tell me anything that I should be doing or like mannerisms or anything. But it was a little weird being on set with a guy that you're playing while he's there. Cause you're just like, I'm trying to act like you. Like I had like a little thing in my lower lip to make my lips look more like his. And he was like, "What's that thing?" I'm like, "Oh, this is to look like you." And he was just like, "Uh-huh."
Yeah. Did you have to put on weight for the role?
No, I actually did ask the director that. I was like, "So I'm not gonna like get big for this, just so you know." And he's like, "No, it's fine. It's you're like a college version of Bert, so I don't think you don't need to actually like put on any weight." Because I was unwilling to do that.
Oh, really? So wait, I mean, is this going forward? Because you are a big Hollywood actor. You won't do even the other way, like Christian Bale in The Machinist. Like, you're not going to do that?
Well, I'm not down to do it. I'm not down to do it when I'm playing Bert Kreischer.
Okay, fair.
If it was a role where it was like, this guy is, you got to get big for it, I would probably do it. But to play young Bert in The Machine, it didn't feel like the right one.
Yeah, I mean, to go method acting for Bert would actually be pretty easy. You just get hammered all the time and go on every podcast in America.
Yeah. So I kind of did go method then in that sense because, we were just out there in Serbia, just drinking the whole time. Bert is like definitely, it was a blast to do the movie with Bert, and he's definitely what your parents would call a bad influence.
But in a great way, it seems like, because he always seems like he's having the best time ever.
He is. He really created like such a fun environment on set that was just so, no one was stressed out. Cause it's, he kind of is in the position where he sets the tone. Like if you're the lead of the movie, it's kind of your job to set the tone. And he's just so friendly and personable and like just funny that it just created it was a really fun environment on set. And he just always was like on set, like, "So what are we doing after this? What's the move?"
Yeah.
I like that.
What was it like in Serbia? How are the Serbian people?
Serbia was interesting, the people were nice. It was like a very interesting place. I love going to places. Like, one of the cool things about this job is like you do go to places that you probably would never otherwise go. And so I got to spend like 2 months in Serbia just being immersed in the Serbian culture, seeing bus ads of Nikola Jokic everywhere you go. It was fun.
Is that why you don't like it that much? Is because it reminds you too much of Jokic?
You knew we were going to get here.
That's the entire reason I asked the question about
we
Serbia.
were going to get here. It's actually credit to us to get almost 10 minutes into the interview without talking about how washed your king looks.
The franchise, really.
Yeah.
So this is coming out when? Tomorrow?
Either Wednesday or Friday. So it'll be over.
So by the time this comes out, the Lakers, it will be 3-1. LeBron had a great game last night or the night before.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one. AD really came through. And we needed that.
I mean, be honest. You thought that this year was special. You thought that after you beat the Warriors, it's like this team, and they looked really good. They ever since the trade deadline, they looked really good.
Yeah.
And now they're just flaming out in spectacular fashion. The NBA is trying to rig the games for the Lakers, and they're not good enough to win. Where are you at with the future? Because, again, LeBron's looking old.
Yeah. It's been a tough 3 games. It's been frustrating because it felt like every game we had so many opportunities to win it, and we just kept blowing it over and over again. I still think there's a chance right now. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but I think if anyone's going to do it, it's this squad. See, here's the thing. All season, every game I've been to and watched, I've been like, if we just played defense, we'd be good. First half, neither team played defense during the regular season. We'd be winning. Second half comes around. We continue to not play defense. The other team plays defense. We lose. So it seemed this all season like we have a pretty straightforward solution. And I just don't know what's been going on these last 3 games. I thought we were on a good roll. And then, it's tough. It's tough. It is starting to feel like the Nuggets are looking a little too good.
Yeah. No, now, would you, if you do end up getting swept, or even say it's 4-1, would that be so bad that you then put LeBron below Kobe in your all-time Lakers? Because I know right now you have LeBron above Kobe. So how would that shake out?
Yeah, so no, I think if LeBron pulls this off, he'll make his way into my top Lakers category. But for now, I mean, I still don't put him above Pau Gasol.
Oh, wow.
That's spicy. Now, could you consider this season to be a moral victory, though?
Say it again?
Is this season a moral victory?
You
got all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Nobody thought that was going to happen. Like, good job, Lakers.
Mm-hmm. I think it is. I don't think it's a bad result if we even if we don't make a miraculous comeback and win this Nuggets series in 7. I don't think it's a bad result. I still think it's impressive, but
that's loser talk.
This is great coming from a Lakers fan. I love this.
That's loser talk.
It's not a failure. This season's not a failure.
This is the once proud Los Angeles Lakers. Hey, we got swept in the Western Conference Finals.
It's steps to success. It's steps to success.
To what? Winning a title when LeBron's 45?
No, that was just me quoting Giannis.
It would be great, though, if the Lakers hung a banner that said Western Conference Finalist.
Ooh. Won a game. Maybe.
I respect the shit out of LeBron. The complaining about the foul calls that I have a hard time with. Maybe if there was a little less of that, I would be more willing to include him in my top Lakers category. But it just makes it a little tough.
Yeah, Austin Reeves is definitely in there, though. That guy's the best.
Austin Reeves, I swear to God, if we fucking trade Austin Reeves, I'm going to be so pissed off. We need a guy like Austin Reeves.
Yeah, he is a glue guy. Are you at the point in your A-list celebrity life that you get free courtside tickets to the Lakers? Like, have you been I assume you've been shown on the Jumbotron, right? Is that the official made it in LA moment?
I actually have not been shown on Jumbotron. But it's funny you ask. I did actually have to turn down courtside tickets to the game tonight, which it was pretty devastating, to be honest. But I'm just simply not in LA, and it wasn't going to work. But that was Bert invited me to come with him, and I had to say no, and I'm kind of mad just thinking about it, to be honest.
Shit.
If you lose, it's your fault then.
Yeah.
You could have been there. You could have made a difference.
That's true. Well, that's the thing about courtside seats is you actually can kind of make a difference.
Yeah.
Like my friend has the tickets that are like right in front of the basket where they shoot free throws, and like in that seat, you can have a big impact on the game if you stand up and scream some shit when they're shooting free throws. Like they'll hear you 100%. So it is a lot of pressure, but no one on the court is like that into it at Lakers games. I feel like they're just people just are trying to look so cool on the floor.
I've always thought that a fan could really create a lot of chaos if they just brought a whistle into an NBA game. If you're sitting courtside and you have a whistle, you can stop the other team from winning if it's coming down and there's like 30 seconds left. They're trying to get their last shot off. You blow the whistle. Yeah, you get kicked out, but that's a defensive stop.
Right. But you'd get to blow that whistle one time before you get booted. So you'd have to really be strategic about when you blow.
Yeah, like a fast break.
Or game 7.
Yeah.
It's a home game. There's 2 minutes left. You got to bring that whistle out. You got to be waiting for just the right time, and you can actually win a championship for your team.
Wow, this is true. But do you think that if you blew a whistle, you'd get banned for life, or you
probably?
But
you get a championship. Like this is a sacrifice that you would make.
Or it could totally backfire, and like they could call a technical foul on the fans, because that can happen. I'm pretty sure they can do that, which would be nuts. I think like you've seen times when like fans have gotten unruly and the coach has to come out and like they'll give like a warning. It happens in college basketball where they'll give like a warning to the student section. Maybe they would be like, yeah, that fan. Maybe what you do is you wear the other team's colors, and then you blow the whistle, and then you just mass confusion.
False flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could actually win 2 technical foul shots for your own team.
Yeah.
Something I've wanted to do for years, and maybe now that I say this, someone will steal the idea, but there's 2 seats right next to the Lakers bench where you're literally like, it's like Lakers, fan. And I want to get that seat. I want to buy that seat, and I want to figure out what uniform they're wearing that day. And I want to get the warm-ups, the jersey, and just be on the floor, just pretending I'm part of the team, joining the huddles, just trying to get my hand in there for a defense on 3.
I love that idea. I've actually had that idea of not for basketball, but for college football. If you just put on a pair of khakis and a team-issued polo, there's like 200 people on the sideline. You could easily just run out there and just be like, yeah, he's one of the, grad assistants. Like, no one knows who he is. It would work.
I think that would 100% work. For football, because there's just so many guys. There's no way the coach knows all those names.
Yeah, exactly.
Fact.
Just hanging out.
So and you just say, if they ask, you just say, I'm the transfer. That always works.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm the new guy. Oh, you're the new guy? Oh, cool.
Yeah, look at these plays I got drawn up. Since we've had you on many times, but the first time we had you on, it was like right before everything's kind of taken off for you. Like, this is a dumb question, but I'm just curious, like, the last 5 years of your life, has it been like, holy shit, I can't believe all the things I wanted are now happening? Home economics, you've been in a couple big time movies. Like, it's happening. It's all happening in front of our eyes.
I definitely feel like grateful for where I'm at, but I think it's weird. Like, from my perspective, it just seems like I've just been kind of slowly cruising and making progress. It hasn't seemed like there's been like a significant jump at any point. It just seems like I don't know. Like I've just been grinding and working hard, and like it's cool to see big things start to happen. But from my perspective, it's just been like a slow and steady grind.
Yeah. Have you had people, and this sucks to ask, but like fans of your YouTube back in the day being like, "Oh, dude, you sold out."
Oh yeah. Well, first it was you guys.
Yeah. Well, you did.
Yeah, I totally did. But no, it's honestly pretty cool. Like a lot of my fans from my YouTube will come up to me on the street and just be like, "Hey man, I'm really proud of you." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, dude." I had a dude come up to me the other day. He was like, "Dude, I've been watching you since I was 6." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." I was like, "How old are you?" He was like, "I'm 19." And I was like, "Wow, yeah, I mean, I guess the math works, but that doesn't really make me feel that good." You know what? Since you were 6?
Yeah. His brain has been molded by you.
Yeah. I'm like, where are your parents? He's like, "I've been watching since I was 6," and he was just wearing a flat brim hat. "Bro, you shaped my childhood, dog."
That's awesome. We actually had Anders Holm on the show, and he was talking to us about his kind of behind the scenes where he was being offered the home economics job if you turned it down. And then he said he DM'd you and was like, the way he put it was very funny. He was like trying to talk you out of it, but not talk you out of it, because I think he wanted that gig. And I think he said, like, "Jimmy, you will this I don't want to say that this spot is beneath you, but you have unlimited potential, and it wouldn't be the worst thing if you turn this down. Let me have this one, and then you go off and be a big star."
He was actually like so cool about it, and he was literally the worst person. I called him for advice. I was trying to figure out if I should do the show or not, and I knew that he had done like a network show, and he's also like a guy that makes his own stuff. So I called him to be like, "Hey, I just wanted to like get your opinion on your experience doing a network TV show." And he was like, "Dude, before this goes any further, I got to just be honest with you. I've been told that if you turn this down, they're going to offer it to me, and I would love to do it." With that being said, and then he just like had an honest conversation about how he felt about the whole thing. But it was just really funny. Like the one dude that I called for advice on like, should I do this or not, was like, "If you don't do it, I'm going to do it, and I want to do it."
So did you think, like, was there a little bit of guilt when you said, "I'm going to do it"?
There was a little bit, because I was like, I could feel that he really wanted to do it, and I'm over here like, so yeah, I hit him up. I was like, "Hey man, just letting you know, I did decide to do it." And he was like, "Dude, that's great. Super happy for you."
That's so funny. Hey, is Real Bros of Simi Valley, are we getting another season?
I do have some news. I can't it's unofficial right now, but I will have some official update in the next like couple months. Something is coming.
It's so crazy because when we first interviewed you, we were in LA, and Hank, our producer, was like, "I think you guys got to interview Jimmy Tatro." We admitted it. We didn't really know you. You didn't know us. And then since that moment, like Real Bros of Simi Valley is like maybe my favorite show. And so I know you're going for the cycle. I think you're trying to get it on the 5th different streaming platform. But I need another season. Like, it is such a fun. It's one of those shows that you watch and you're like, how is this not the most popular show? Because it's that funny.
I know. Believe me, there's been a lot of frustration with the what's it called? The people that are in the position to make more happen.
Yeah.
And we've finally found a way to make more. I think that's as much as I can say. It's been a journey, but we do have, because we just had like such a great idea for how to bring the thing to a close. and there was just like so much left to do.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited, and I will. You guys will be the first to know when I'm allowed to actually say what it is.
I like that. And Hawk will be like 85 years old in this last season. It will be great.
He will be very old. Yes. He is definitely older than Xander at this point. Yeah. He's I don't want to give too much away, but Hawk's story is a big part of where we're going with it.
Hell,
I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. What's next for you? Have you reached the point where you're getting like superhero, like Marvel movie calls? Are you gonna be a big action star next?
I'm still waiting on my superhero role. I think I just want an excuse to get in really good shape. And realistically, if I don't book like an action or superhero role, I'm not gonna be that disciplined. I'll exhibit some discipline, but I'm not gonna go all the way unless I like really need to. So I'm just waiting on my call, to be in some type of superhero universe. That's all I want.
Okay, so would you rather be in like Thor 9, or would you rather be in Fast and Furious 14?
Whoa. Honestly, just because I feel like Chris Hemsworth is such a perfect Thor that anyone who comes after him is just going to get endlessly shit on, I'd go Fast 14.
I think you'd be good in Fast and Furious.
Wow.
They could get you in good shape for that too.
And I think in Fast and Furious, you get more of these moments.
Yeah, that was good.
where you turn dramatically and the camera slides in, and then you say some shit like, "Daddy's got to go to work."
I think you just nailed the audition.
I just want my dramatic turn moments, where you just turn over your shoulder and just say some corny shit.
Yeah, that would be good. Are you willing to get on the gear for one of these roles? Because that kind of is the secret of Hollywood. You just get on a shitload of steroids.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
This is a bad answer, Jimmy. I mean, the execs are watching. The execs of all these major, production companies. They all are AWLs. They're like, so Jimmy Tatro won't get fat. He won't do steroids. This guy won't do anything.
Okay, all right, I'll do it.
Okay, good. Maybe share some with us.
Yeah, I'll do it, and I'll let you guys. I'll slip some under the table to you guys, and we'll all just be on our 10th podcast together, just all looking fucking massive.
Jacked up as hell.
Yeah, we'll have the Instagram ads and be like 10 tricks that Jimmy Tatro used to be in Fast and Furious 14, and it's like all these ridiculous workouts, and really he got on steroids.
Yeah, it's like the 9 of them are things that have nothing to do with actually getting jacked. Just like all these routine podcast guys that are like steps to success, wake up, cold plunge, fucking journal, affirmations, do 5,000 push-ups. And I'm like, at which point are you making money? You're not doing anything. You haven't said one thing that it brings in any kind of income. They're just like, write down my goals.
Talk to my wife.
Yeah. So that's what it'll be. It'll be just affirmations, journaling, cold plunge, cold brew, steroids, and then 5 other things that don't matter.
Yeah. The best is Mark Wahlberg's secret for getting in shape. Well, besides like waking up at 2:30 in the morning every day or whatever, when he plays golf, he sprints from shot to shot. So yeah, he plays speed golf. Like he'll hit a shot and then he'll run up to his next shot and then hit that one. He might be lying. The more I'm thinking about it, this might just be a big lie. But and he also has somebody else drive his clubs around for him. So he's not even carrying his own bag. He's just out there hitting shots and running up to his next one.
Can you imagine how much it would suck to play with him?
Yeah, that would be bad. Although it'd be fast.
Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah. Golf is like meant to be a game that you get away and like relax. And he's just, how fast can I do this?
Sprinting He's like, steps to getting in shape, sprint on the holes, wear municipal clothing.
That's pretty much it. And gloves when you're working out. Yeah. All right. Well, Jimmy, this has been awesome. I have one last question. Rhoback question, RHOBACK.com. Use code TAKE for 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, everything. Rhoback.com. Use promo code TAKE. Okay. The Machine out this weekend. What is, like, are you going to go see it? Do you see movies that you're in? Do you watch the movie you're in?
Yeah, I watch them. A lot of actors don't. Like, a lot of people are uncomfortable like going and seeing their thing. I think it's helpful. Like, I see a lot of, like, when I go and watch stuff, I learn a lot about myself and my own performance, and I also just enjoy seeing it with a group of people and kind of feeling the reaction. But like, you can, when you watch your movie, you're in theater with people, you can kind of like, you can see things in your performance where you go, oh, I'm not gonna do that again, or that worked. Almost like watching game film.
Yeah. That's got to be a weird, like, out of body experience. So, like, will you actually go to a movie theater? That would be crazy.
That's honestly, it's when you're at like a premiere and you're expecting to see it. That's, it's more like, oh, this is what we're doing here. It's when you're like in a movie and then you see a trailer for your movie beforehand and you're there to see something else, and all of a sudden your face is on the screen. You're like, or like when I was on a plane one time and someone was watching 22 Jump Street, like 2 seats in front of me, like right there, and it was the scene where I'm like running into a field goal post, and I was so tempted to just tap him and be like,
see that? That's me.
Nailed that one.
Oh.
You're watching a movie, you're watching a guy, and then you sit tap him on the shoulder, and you turn it, and it's that guy. It's like,
You do behind the scenes DVD commentary for him the entire time that he's watching it.
Yes.
What movie that you've been in has been the best movie to watch, and what movie has been the worst?
What movie has been the worst? The movie that's been the best was honestly this movie was, 22 Jump Street is probably my favorite movie that I've been in that like to watch. Like, I would recommend watching 22 Jump Street objectively. This movie, I was like very pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Like, I knew it was going to be funny. It was really funny on paper, but it's so big. It's like a really big, fun action comedy that they just, like, I want to see more movies like this. So it's, I'm excited for everyone to see it. I'm excited for you guys to see it. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's like,
Yeah.
I said
pumped.
to Bert, it's better than I thought it was going to be.
That's so mean. That's like when people see me in public and they're like, "Oh, you're not as fat as I thought you were."
No, you're actually you're just dad jacked.
Yeah. I do have a pose that I can like pop some muscles. It's just when I do it like I need to sit down and take a breather for like 10 minutes after. But I got it. I have it. I can flex it.
The director of this movie, his name's Peter Atencio. He like really took, the script was great. Like, the way they turned the story into a movie. The writer, Kevin Beagle, did a really good job of that. But what Peter was able to do, like, he just really elevated the whole thing to like a level that wasn't really, it didn't feel this big on the page. And then you see it and you're like, oh, fuck, he made this it feels like a massive, like a superhero movie almost.
I like it. I'm excited to watch it. And I do want to say, like, I can tell by our conversation that you actually think the Lakers are going to come back. I'm going to tell you right now they are not. So let me be the first to just let you down as easy as possible. It's over. You might win a game. It's over.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no way to know for sure. All we know right now, at the point that this has come out, is that the Lakers have begun their comeback. It's currently 1-3, and we don't know what's going to happen after this. But things are looking good based on that last game. I really like it.
This is going to be great. A nice sweep. The Nuggets have never had a sweep in the history of their franchise. So at least you're part of history.
Never been in the playoffs in the history of their franchise?
They've never swept a team in the history of their franchise.
Wow.
So
Well,
history.
have they ever been in the conference finals?
They
It's
have,
interesting you
against
brought
the
that up
Lakers,
because
yeah.
it was in the bubble, which we also agreed didn't happen.
Yeah. So you memory
Right.
hold it.
That's another thing that we've always disagreed on. Aren't these the same 4 teams that were in the bubble?
Yes. Yeah. So this one counts. The bubble didn't.
But so have you come off of your stance on the bubble not counting?
No, because if when the Nuggets win this series, it just proves that this is the team that would have won in the bubble if there had been fans in the bubble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
And then in the Eastern Conference, we can flip it. The Eastern Conference just further proves the Heat were the better team, even though the bubble didn't count.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You see what we did.
Yeah. So if that works for you guys, you roll with it. But like I said, right now is that it's 1-3, and we'll see what happens in Game 6.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this sweep to happen, and you just, oh man, we're gonna clip this.
You're just gonna put that clip.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be, look what a great actor Jimmy Tatro is. He convinced himself to believe that the Lakers had a chance.
Or is Jimmy Tatro losing his mind and just not accepting reality?
Yeah.
We have multiple ways to spin this. We're gonna have we'll have a whole section of clips that just, choose your own adventure. Jimmy Tatro has lost reality. All right, man. Well, thank you as always. We love having you on. We love that you're part of this show, and hopefully we see you soon.
Yeah, I'd love to see you guys soon.
All right, man.
Yeah, we'll let you know next time we're in California.
Hell yeah.
Got to see.
Oh
no, we'll see you when the Real Bros news comes out.
Yeah, and we want a cameo.
You guys can have your cameo. I actually have you guys in another script that I wrote.
Ooh.
So we'll talk more about that. I'll be in New York in July, so I'll hit you up.
Well, we're moving to Chicago, so then you'll come see us in Chicago. You just take a flight from New York to Chicago.
You're moving to Chicago?
Yeah, we're opening a big warehouse that you'll have to come and show us your skills because we have a whole basketball court.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes. Maybe we'll do like a bubble championship there.
Well, we all know who's going to win.
Yeah, Mark Titus, who is going to be moving to Chicago as well and played at Ohio State. So that will be perfect. We'll see. All right, we want the cameos, though. I want to be in Real Bros. Even if I'm just like a dude at the skate park and you just like have to freeze it and be like, wait, was that PFT and Big Cat? That would make my world.
Okay. It's doable. It's doable.
Okay, love it. All right,
Amazing.
thank you, Jimmy. You're the best.
See you, Jimmy.
All right.
Jimmy Tatro was brought to you by Pardon My Cheesesteak. That's right. We crushed some Pardon My Cheesesteaks live on the stream. They were delicious, by the way. I had the Chipotle chicken cheesesteak. I know that other people have had Chipotle. You had the regular cheesesteak, the buffalo cheesesteak. They're all good. And if you're tired of sad, limp, and flavorless cheesesteaks, you should be craving something that will make your taste buds dance with joy and happiness. Well, look no further, my friend, because Pardon My Cheesesteak is here to save the day. Our cheesesteaks are made with the finest ingredients. Don't take our word for it. Our satisfied customers rave about the delicious menu items. I love the brownie bites, too. I love the fries. The fries somehow stay nice and crispy through the delivery process. What are you waiting for? Order now. Experience the taste sensation that is Pardon My Cheesesteak. You won't regret it unless you're on a diet. Check out our delivery-only restaurant created by Pardon My Take podcast and enjoy delicious cheesesteaks and loaded fries from the comfort of your very own home. They're also in stadiums. Look for them around the country. They're in baseball stadiums, college football stadiums. Pardon My Cheesesteak available now at pardonmycheesesteak.com. You can also use Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash. And now, here's Daniel Ricciardo.
Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest, recurring guest, third time on, is Daniel Ricciardo. We're here in Miami, F1. First of all, great to meet you in person. We interviewed your teammates. They were saying that you've been lifting a lot and your arms look jacked. Can I see real quick? Yeah, you look
flex?
pretty jacked. You look pretty good.
Yeah, look at that.
We
You only do the biceps?
yeah.
Yeah, just every morning before breakfast, just pump out 10 curls.
Yeah.
For the girls, yeah.
So the big question, I know this has nothing to do with racing, but you went to the Met Gala, and we still don't know what happens at the Met Gala. Can you tell us what happens in the Met Gala? Because, like, every year we see all these famous people dress up, then they go into this building and we don't hear anything else. So can you tell us what happens in the Met Gala?
Yeah, it's like this pretty dark basement down there. Well, firstly, good to see you in the flesh.
Yes.
This is real. It's cool.
Yes.
You're beautiful as well in person.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
You
Yeah.
didn't say anything about our arms.
Yeah.
Oh, you're huge.
PFT, I think he dodged the Met Gala question because something happens
No,
in that fucking place.
I got you, big cat. All right. So it's it's kind of cool because I think that's why it's kind of nice is there's no like media in there. You're not allowed to take photos and stuff. And mostly like you're not bringing a +1. So you're kind of forced to like mingle and just talk to people that, especially in my world, like there's not many people in there that I know I've come across before. So I really enjoyed like kind of just making new friends, so to speak. So that was fun. So what happens? Everyone's kind of standing, cocktails, and you go in, sit down at your table. People are still kind of standing, moving around. It's not very formal. Like it feels formal, but it's not.
Yeah.
And that's kind of nice. Like everyone's kind of just there, like moving table to table, seeing friends, people they know. It's just like a big kind of conversation. Then I'm trying to make this fast. Then like they'll have a performer go on. So Lizzo went on. She was awesome.
Okay.
Loved
Are people
her attitude.
dancing?
Yep.
People are dancing?
Yeah, they're kind of like there at the table.
Okay, like wedding
moving about.
dancing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So it's a big wedding for
yeah.
rich, famous people. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
I saw Anne Hathaway came over, introduced herself. She's a massive fan of yours.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Who's the coolest person that you met there?
Well, that moment was pretty. It was pretty funny because, well, it was cool for sure and funny because I was like looking at her waiting because she was up next to like kind of do the photo thing, and then I was like, I guess I go up next. So she was there, and then she kind of looked. She's like, "Oh, Daniel Ricciardo," and I was like, "Oh, Anne Hathaway."
Yeah.
I was like, and then I was probably I would have loved to see my face. I was probably just like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was kind of, I think for me, especially going there first time, I'm like, yeah, no one's gonna know who I am.
Right.
And then like for her to kind of call me out, I was like, oh, this is really unexpected. So she was sweet.
So has it been weird, like having Drive to Survive, the success of the show? Like, have you noticed that people recognize you so much more in America now, and like you're a celebrity in America? Because I'd imagine before the show, you were a lot more anonymous when you came to the States, right?
Yeah, like very anonymous. And now it's, yeah, that's, yeah, pretty much. And it's funny, I find New York is actually a place I'd probably get recognized most, like
Really?
around the world. And maybe it's because it's fairly international, I don't know. But yeah, New York is a place where I get noticed a lot. And yeah, even there, like at the gala, yeah, like there was like people who, even if they didn't know me, they're like, oh yeah, like I know who you are kind of thing. I was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You know my name.
Yeah. Did anybody ask you to do a shoey?
That's actually a great question.
Great question.
So I did, no, because I feel like I did. Oh, I saw Trevor Noah, and he was really nice to me. He was like showing me the ropes. So we hung out quite a bit that night, and I did a shoey with him on his show the last time I was there. So that's why I knew there was like some shoey relation.
Yeah.
Shout out Trevor.
Yeah.
Shout out Trevor. Yeah, I mean it's been cool to see F1 grow here in the United States. And I saw an interview that you did last week where you said that you've been humbled recently. Whereas I think you said before you were a selfish driver or whatever. Don't you have to be selfish to be a driver? Isn't that kind of like a trademark of like you? If you're not selfish when you're trying to be the fastest person on the track, then what are you doing out there, right?
Yes, true. Not wrong. I think it's, and it's kind of not to take, I mean, there's still that selfish part or element that you need. Like, absolutely. Like you can't race fully selfless.
Yeah.
You won't take those. Yeah. It's kind of, it'll take the edge away.
You can't like wave people. Okay, yeah, I'll let you in. Yeah,
oh yeah, you bought me dinner last night. Yeah, sure, pass me.
Yeah.
Like you can't be like that. So I think the humbled thing was like the last couple of years were a bit more of a struggle for me for sure. And it was, you go through your whole career like I'm the best, and I'm invincible and this and that. And yeah, there's obviously moments where you aren't. And I think, I probably had more of those moments the last couple of years. So that's where I was like, okay. It was more just sort of awareness as well to know that, yeah, okay, there's things I need to work on. And if I do want to truly be call it invincible, then these are my weaknesses, and that's what I have to address.
Yeah. So in that interview too, you talked about maybe not a regret, but like maybe it was a mistake to leave Red Bull. How is that like the last few years when you left and then coming back? It's it's been a journey, and it's been weird to watch the different teams and stuff. So are you like mad at yourself, or are you just like, hey, this is just a learning process? This is what happens in sports.
Yeah, I'm not mad at myself. I think I'm kind of at that, kind of that point as well where I see things. I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I feel like these last few years all made me, and it wasn't all bad. Like there were some good moments, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's kind of like it made me see things with a different kind of perspective. It made me mature, made me appreciate things in a different way. So now going back like full circle to Red Bull, and even though I'm not in a race seat at the moment, it's like, oh, like, yeah, this is the family. Like this is where, I'm happy to come home to, and where I feel like I truly belong. And, it's like, so I don't regret it, because at that time I really felt like I needed to see something else. And it's like, you think, yeah, grass is always greener. And of course you're young and you're hungry and you want to just go and try and take every opportunity in front of you. But now where I'm at, I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy to be back.
It's a cool story. I mean, I think everyone has those moments in life where they, take a risk, do something different, and they're like, oh, maybe this was better. So right now, you're the third driver. What does that look like day to day, week to week? Like, are you doing the same prep as them? Are you like doing the same schedule as them?
Yeah. So I'm like preparing all their meals in the hope that one of them is slightly tarnished. But I mean, actually, no, like I am enjoying this like little bit of time off for now. And yes, the hunger's still there, but I'm like, I'm okay with where the year's at and having this time off. And yes, watching the races, I do feel a bit like antsy and the adrenaline gets spiked, but I'm, kind of just happy being, let's say, patient. But yeah, I'm doing like all like the meetings and that, and I'm doing simulator when I'm back in the UK with the team. So like staying sharp enough, but still giving myself some time off to, just kind of reset myself.
You got to realize, like, we are the biggest backup quarterback fans in the world. Like, we think that is the dream job in any sport, like all sports, being the backup quarterback. So, like, maybe stupid because you obviously are more competitive than we are, and like you have the inner drive. But seems like a sweet gig. Like, I'd take that gig. To just hang out. Obviously, you're doing more than hang out, but backup quarter, like we have a Chase Daniel, backup quarterback in America. He's thrown like, I don't know, maybe like 200 passes, and he's made like $50 million. It's
in like
pretty
15
good
years.
Yeah, pretty good
nice
job.
gig.
But yeah. So it's might be,
it's a Daniel thing.
I know you want to get back in there. And I want to see you back in there. But it seems like it might not be the worst year possible.
Absolutely. Like when it was like, I knew kind of deep down that I needed this year off, and I needed just to like step away from the sport a little bit. Moments last year, I was like, I can't kind of keep going through this and that. And so it was very risky in terms of a lot of people's eyes. Like if you remove yourself from the sport, then you'll never come back. Like it's such a risk. Not many drivers have kind of had a sabbatical or whatever and come back. But I knew that it was like just for me the best thing. And I already feel like kind of like lighter, fresher. I feel like re-energized. I don't know. And I think as well, I would have given myself this perspective to see kind of from this angle with this time. So I know like if I get back in the car, I'm like, oh yeah, like why was I doing it that way? Like I would do this. And even just like, maybe it's the people around me. Yep. Do that, cut these things out, focus on this area. So like just with the way the season is, you just don't get the luxury of time to really have that evaluation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So deep down inside, you still feel like you're the best driver in the world, right?
There is certainly a very big part of me which still feels that, but I know that like I'm kind of holding myself, and this is maybe like to keep that fire there, is like I still want to prove that to myself. Like I believe it, but I want to go out there and like prove it again to myself. So I'm not going to go and like blow my horn and make too much noise for now. But I feel there's certainly an element of
you
that.
Tell us when you want us to start blowing your horn. We'll be ready to go. So like you tell us like, hey, like maybe end of the year being like, yeah, go time. Let's get the PR machine going. We'll be all over that.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're a Bills fan. Stephon Diggs, he stayed on the field at the AFC Championship game to watch the celebration so that he would have that feeling inside him, like, I want to get better. I want to remember this feeling so that I want even more to, like, work harder in the offseason, overcome everything. Every time you see somebody on the podium that's on your team that's not you, you're probably thinking, like, yeah, that's going to be me. That's going to be me one day.
Yeah, it's honestly that, like what you said there is very, very accurate. Like a lot of us, I think like that. And yeah, you kind of want to put yourself in a bit of like a painful situation to give you that drive. And actually I met Steph at the gala as well, and he was cool. We chatted a bit, and I think he's coming to the race this weekend.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
So you went to a Bills game this year, right?
Yeah.
Which
but
game
I
did you go to?
I still haven't been to Buffalo.
Okay, so you went to which game?
I went to MetLife.
Oh, that was a bad game.
Yeah, I know.
That was a really bad game.
Yeah.
So you're best friends with Josh Allen. We're best friends with Josh Allen.
Should we fight it out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
we
want
should
to
ask
give him a
him.
call?
Yeah.
Give him a call. Will he pick
On
up?
my phone?
He'll
yeah,
be
he
fine
will.
with it, yeah.
He'll pick up for
100%.
me.
Yeah.
He does owe us $15 million, though.
Yeah.
Really?
That impacts our friendship a little bit,
Yes.
Okay.
You can actually ask him that. Be like, when are you going to pay the guys the $15 million?
Should we see if he picks up?
Yeah. Do you have the phone?
Should we see if Josh picks up?
Phone, yeah. And if
Yeah.
he doesn't, he'll probably pick up for me.
It's a FaceTime as well.
yeah, okay.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
he'll probably pick up for me, but probably not you.
Let me check.
Hopefully he picks up for you.
All right. Well, this week, Josh Allen. All right. We're
Oh,
good
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man, there's a lot of pressure on you.
I know he loves you guys.
There's a lot of pressure on you.
Come on, Josh.
I think he's going to pick up.
Come on, Josh. Oh, we're good.
Oh,
we're
there
good.
we
We're
go.
good. We're good. Yeah.
There he is. Oh! Let me call him real quick.
We got it. We got
I'll
it.
call him. No, I'll call him. He hung
got
up
it.
on you. Oh, shit. All right.
Hey, Josh,
My best friends.
Yeah,
How's it
there
going?
it is.
that's the question, Josh.
Yeah.
Are you better friends with Daniel Ricciardo or with us?
Danny Rick.
Oh,
Hang up on him.
But that's because you owe us $15 million.
You owe them a lot of money, apparently. I don't know what's going on. Allegedly.
Allegedly. I think we have the tapes. I don't think it's alleged.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like how Tank and Ryan Garcia bet the whole fight, but like Ryan Garcia just said, "Nah, you keep your half. It's fine."
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you need us to just say that. Okay. All right.
I so put you on the spot. Sorry, mate.
Good
I know
to see you,
love
Josh.
these guys, so it's
Yeah.
good. Your hair is beautiful, by the way.
I was going to say that too, Josh. Your hair's beautiful.
He's going for a bit
I
of
think
a
your
mullet.
whole personality is beautiful, Josh.
Yeah. And your arm is gorgeous.
I think you guys are. I think PFT's got better hair than I do. But
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks,
that's pretty
Josh.
good,
That's
isn't
a
it?
fact. Yeah.
I'm growing it back.
All right, thanks,
Comeback
Josh.
season.
I'll speak to you later. Love
Yeah.
you, dog.
He's the best.
Did you hear the Aussie accent at the
Yeah,
end?
yeah.
Love
Yeah,
you, mate.
yeah.
Give you a mate.
Do you do an American accent?
We both admit. Sorry, I got to get this one out there. We both like very comfortable saying like we're each other's man crush.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I mean, it's hard not
Yeah.
to love Josh Allen.
Yeah.
he's-
I am I speaking on behalf of three of us here?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
absolutely have a man crush on him. When he
He's such a
plays
cutie.
games, we'll just be like, "Whoa, look at him! Look at him running over people.
He's
Like,
majestic.
This is so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole jumping over people thing.
Uh-huh.
He just we call it. I don't know if you ever played like Madden or video games, like football video games, but we call it smashing all the buttons. Where like there'll be a few plays where he'll just smash all the buttons,
Yeah.
and it will work.
Yeah.
Like where it's just like, what is he doing? Oh, it worked out. Like,
It's like
touchdown.
it's like a spin move into a hurdle, into a jump, into a lateral
Into a
pass,
throw, yeah.
all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's electrifying to watch.
Smashing all the buttons. So you got to get to Buffalo.
Yes. So and especially the beauty of this year and having now this time off is I've got bucket lists that I'm ticking off. And that is one thing. I'm like, if I don't get to Buffalo this year, because if I'm on the grid again next year, it could be 5 more years down the track.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait that
All right.
long. So
We'll go
it's
with
happening.
you.
Yeah, you're
Let's
gonna
go
love
with
it.
you.
Yes, because I remember you guys, I think said you were like, when I go, we're going together.
Yes.
go, yeah.
So,
Yes, we're gonna get Pinto Ronda to squirt. We'll squirt ketchup on him and everything. I don't know if you ever seen that, but the whole video, the Bills Mafia. Yeah.
Wait, what?
The tailgate's incredible.
Pinto Ron is a guy, a Bills fan. He before every game, he gets a 2 hamburger buns, stands underneath a van, and then like we've done it before. Like 5 people just squirt ketchup and mustard all over him. It's the fun. Yeah.
He just
How
gets
have I not
covered.
seen this?
Yeah.
He
So
gets
you
covered.
gotta,
It's
we got
incredible.
to do that with Pinto Ron.
And so we would be the
Yeah. We squirt it all over.
Okay.
him.
Yeah. And they have this station where you take bowling balls and you fill the bowling balls with liquor and then you take a shot out of the bowling ball.
I think that's how
Like
COVID
out of like the
started.
finger
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah.
It's how
Kind of
COVID
gross, but
started.
kind of awesome.
Yeah, it is.
People think it was
incredible.
Wuhan. It was actually Buffalo. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we have a present for you. I know you
Yep.
got to run because you got a busy schedule.
I know. I wish I could talk longer.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so you were nice enough. You did send us a party shirt. It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was not.
sucked.
It was
It
like
sucked.
it was like a
shitty
cocktail
party
hour
shirt.
shirt.
I
It was a
can't
bad
wait to
party
give you
shirt.
guys
It was the
a
one
good
you
one.
didn't want to
I'm
have
gonna make
anymore.
up for it.
So I went down to
We
the
should wear
mall
party shirts to
downstairs.
Buffalo.
Yeah, we should do party shirts. Ooh,
Got you a party shirt.
that's actually a
I think
great
this is a
party
pretty
shirt.
sick party shirt. Yeah, it is interesting.
Interesting. Is this? I feel like this is a long sleeve number.
It is. Yeah. Do you prefer short sleeve?
I don't know. Is it a party shirt if it's a long sleeve?
Well, you can tear the sleeves off.
Yeah, you could tear the sleeves off. Is this am I wearing a party shirt right now?
Well, it's no, because it's not. You don't have buttons all the way down.
Oh.
That's more of like you're going golf in that shirt,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
So
it's.
not
I
a
love
party
the.
shirt.
What are they called again? Are they
Flamingos?
Pelicans? Flamingos. Pelicans.
You didn't know what flamingos were called? You're so Australian. You're probably like, what is that? There's a pink spider?
Does it kill you? No, it's
kind
not
of snake
Australian.
is that?
Everything's a spider to you.
I feel like this is something I'd wear at a wedding. But
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good
Yeah,
party
it's a good
shirt.
party
though.
shirt though. There's a
all
lot
cut the
going on.
sleeves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's better
thanks.
than the party shirt you gave us.
I would say we both need to do some work.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
you went to Kohl's and you bought like a $15 shirt off the rack and
Yeah,
sent it
it
to
was
us.
like an Urban Outfitters.
I'm gonna give you guys a real swanky, real obnoxious, nice one.
Okay,
Okay.
I like.
And
that.
I know I've said that before, but I really need to live up to my word now.
All right, so
I like
Josh
that.
owes us $15 million. You owe us a party shirt.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
One of you could swap too. Josh could give us the party shirt. You could give us $15 million. That's fine.
Okay.
You guys settle it
Okay, we'll-
between the two
we'll
of you. Yeah.
All right, most important. Sorry,
Yeah.
when are we going to Buffalo? Do we know the schedule? What's going on?
They release schedule next week.
Yeah,
Okay.
they did
So
the
then we'll
schedule
pick a date.
release for the
Okay.
schedule
Yeah.
release last
I
week.
really look
Wings,
forward to this.
everything. We'll do it all.
And what alcohol are you drinking out of the bowling ball? Bourbon?
No, I think they do like it's like a cherry liquor that they pour it for you.
Oh,
So it's a whole station. I don't think you can make demands. You
Okay.
just drink what they put in there.
And like we're Buffalo, we love Buffalo to the point like we've actually made the joke. Did you watch the Pablo Escobar show on Netflix? Maybe not.
the
Either way.
subtitles one?
Yeah. Either
Yeah.
way, he like when all hell broke loose and he's like, I'm going back to like home and like everyone will protect me there. We've always made the joke if like shit hits the fan, we'll just move to Buffalo and like the people of Buffalo will protect us from
Yeah.
everyone else. That's Buffalo.
Salt
That's
of
the
the
salt of the
earth.
earth
Yep.
people.
Yep.
So we're gonna do it.
I love it.
All right. Well, good luck rest of the season.
Thank you.
You let us know when we need to
Start blowing
hit
your
the
horn.
button.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit the Daniel
Yeah.
Ricciardo button. Yeah, being like he's back and he's gonna win them all. So sign him. You just let us know and we're on it.
All right. I'm going to be even more jacked by that point.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Get strong as
Can
shit.
you get 2 jack for a race car though?
Probably.
Yeah,
but I'm not there yet. I'm
Yeah, okay.
still pretty
You
lean.
got some room. All right. Well, thank you so much, man. Great to see you in person.
Likewise. You're
Thanks,
even
man.
more beautiful. Thanks.
Thanks, man. Daniel Ricciardo is brought to you by Hims and Hers. Spring is here, and with that warm weather, it's time that you deserve to look and feel your best all the time. Thanks to our friends over at Hims, men now have simpler, more affordable access to prescriptions, products, and medical advice that they need. With Hims, you can access personalized treatments that suit your needs with a process that's 100% online, no copay, no insurance required. Say goodbye to awkward in-person appointments and video visits. If you're struggling with ED, know that you're not alone. Hims' new hard mints are minty chewables customized to fit your unique needs. The mints can be compounded with the same active ingredients found in Viagra and Cialis for different dosages, and they're only available through Hims. At 4hims.com/PMT, you can access licensed medical providers and trusted treatments for ED 100% online. If prescribed, Hims will ship to you for free in discreet packaging. It's that simple. Look, we're your source for sports news and entertainment, right? Well, Hims is the place to access personalized treatment options like hard mints. Freshen up your ED medication. Go to 4hims.com/PMT. Get started today. That's 4hims.com/PMT. Only available if prescribed. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information. Restrictions apply. Hard mints is a chewable compounded drug. The FDA does not approve compounded drugs, nor does it verify their safety or their effectiveness.
Okay, let's wrap up with some FAQs. Hank?
Yo. Hey, Dad Cat, tall PFT and no golfing Hank, false.
Ooh,
My question-
We're taping this, by the way, before the Celtics Heat game 4.
False.
So the Celtics won.
Celtics won.
Easy.
Game of your 20s.
Game of the decade.
Easy.
It's my game of my 20s.
Which decade?
My 20s.
Okay.
Which only has
My roaring
less
20s.
than
You got
3 weeks left.
3 weeks?
Less than a week. Or no, less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, you don't know when your birthday is.
Moving, no, but moving sometimes it gets the memories going. You get in like a weird kind of like
Yeah, you think your birthday's in May. It's actually in June.
nostalgic, and I've just been like, damn, I'm almost in my 30s, and then I realized I had never loved a bet as much as I loved the Celtics tonight. So shout out to everyone that rode with me.
Yeah, Hank, I'm rooting for you. You want to know why? Because I think it'd be much funnier if you lost the golf bet after going down 3-1 than if you just got totally swept.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you lose your minus sign maniac parlay, you should. I don't even know what you should have to do.
I like that name for it. It's an investment, Hank. I'm getting 11% back return.
You've been hanging out with Billy too much. It's insane. Like
No.
there's nothing.
Think about it.
I'm
riding with Jake.
nothing.
I'm riding with Jake. I put $10,000 on the Panthers to close it out, on the Peas. Go Peas. And
Love the Peas.
parlayed that with the Heat closing it out at some point against the Celtics. As long as they win the series. Both, they're going to win. They're going to win.
If they don't, you gotta you gotta run back the soul patch.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even cut the hair.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And that's too much because $10,000 and losing the hair.
Yeah.
Maybe I could sell the hair for $10,000 to a rich cancer patient.
Ooh.
My question with being on the internet as your career, which piece of content has been the hardest to explain to your family, friends, and loved ones? Saw a video of Big Cat kissing a dude in the lips and can only imagine that conversation with the in-laws. Thanks.
Yeah.
I have a few, but
yeah, there's
Pissing my pants.
There's a bunch to choose from.
Pissing my pants definitely up there. My wife isn't a huge fan whenever I take off my shirt. That's just kind of just not a huge fan of me taking off my shirt on camera.
does she like try to avoid it but then still see
No,
stuff?
she's just
or does
like,
she...
I told you I don't love it when you take off your shirt. And I'm like, well, I told you this is my job. She's like, fair. So that kind of ends that.
She's probably just like, I don't want you putting the goods out there
Right.
for other people. So that's just for me.
Yeah, it is a beacon for women to start, flocking towards me whenever they see my large nipples.
Yeah, I would say probably the time
Dark
I
nipples.
ate
Dark.
I ate horse shit on camera. That was a tough one to explain away. No, I'm doing this satirically. This was a bit. I was eating horse shit as a joke.
Yeah.
But I kind of had to do it. When you explain to somebody the reason why you ate horse shit was so the Capitals could win the Stanley Cup, and then it happened, then it takes a little bit of the sting out of it. That visual is still going to be out there.
For the most part, I would say family is very, very supportive because you can't do this job without that. But I have
But like uncles, like in-laws, like you're at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
is there
people
ever
don't-
like, hey, like I
Nah.
saw it, like I saw you piss your pants. Like, what was that about?
Yeah, they kind of just expect it at this point. I would say there's definitely a part of me that knows that I've talked about safe drug use, and that will make it a little difficult when I have that conversation with my children because I'll be like, don't do drugs. They'll be like, well, what about the time you said that you like to do mushrooms and coke and weed and all this? I'm like, that was old me.
It was a
AI.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit. Don't worry about it. It was a deep fake.
Yeah, maybe I'll just like fake an injury and be like, yeah, all those drugs. That's why your dad can't walk.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure that if we're talking parents, our parents laugh at the stupid stuff you guys do. Like my parents would laugh at the stupid stuff you guys did on camera. Your parents probably wouldn't like watching the stupid stuff, but they would laugh at the stuff that we did that was just as bad. It's just like seeing your own flesh and blood do it.
They're very supportive.
Oh yeah, my direct family's super supportive. When I got arrested, that was like every family party for a few years was like, you got arrested? Like,
Yeah.
for Tom, like what was that about? It's like,
Yeah, the
bullshit
MDMA
suspension.
The MDMA thing was tough to explain.
Yeah.
I had a hard time with that one.
Yeah, the drugs. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just listen. It's you really can't do this job unless you have a great support system, and I think my support system.
Mine was eating the hot dogs with no hands.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's why Billy didn't do it. He didn't want his dad to call him gay.
Yeah, like you had to go deep into it, saying, I had 8 minutes to make my target score easier. There's a lot of explaining to do there.
Oh, since Jake talked there, the Ray Allen tweet definitely. I got hit up a few times about
Ray
that.
Allen tweet. My mother has never been more upset with anyone other than you.
She blamed me for that.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. I'll take that. Yeah, the Ray Allen tweet did not go great. I'll say that.
When I
My
said
mom doesn't usually text me. When she does, it's usually like she'll send it in the contacts. It's like, yeah, that's not great.
Yeah.
when I said a couple weeks ago that I was going to have a baby after Hank won the lottery ball, I got a couple texts from people that I usually don't get texts from, asking me what was going on with that. That was difficult.
Yeah.
That was tough to explain.
Yeah.
I will have a kid.
Yeah.
There's a hard and fast no tattoos and no motorcycles rule in my family.
Good thing you've never gotten a tattoo.
I got one on the bottom of my foot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you called me and said, you have to reimburse me. I was like, what?
If I can't get this off,
Why no tattoos?
it's just a thing. I don't know.
That was, I did feel bad
Do
for
you
you
have
in
like a
that
cousin
moment.
that has tattoos and a motorcycle?
No, just people have died on motorcycles.
Oh,
I felt bad for Billy in that moment because he was very mad, but he called me and was like, you have to pay for the tattoo removal. And I was like, I literally had nothing to do with this. It was like a totally separate piece of content. He just called me and wanted to vent. But yeah, it rubbed off, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I took a sandpaper and I
Jesus
just rubbed it
Christ.
off because if
It was on the bottom of his foot.
If any of them saw
Just put
that
sandpaper in the
tattoo,
bottom
I'd
of
be
your
like
shoes.
disowned. I don't know. It's just like one of those things.
For having a tattoo on the bottom of your foot?
It's just I don't know.
Okay, so
What about you, Hank? Is there anything that you've done on camera that your family's been like, what's going on with this?
Yeah, a lot. I'm trying to. I mean,
oh, you cut your finger off with a drone.
cut the finger off with the drone. That actually is when
wasn't
my mom started to turn on Dave. Like, I don't think she was the biggest fan of Dave early on, especially with how kind of mean he was to me. Like, she didn't like that, but he like took me to the hospital and was like looking after me. My mom after that was like, oh, like he was super helpful that day.
Here's one that will probably start conversations, but
Telling
I had a really bad thought when I was going home last night.
Intrusive thought.
PFT, the Bears and Commanders play Week 5 Thursday Night Football.
They sure do.
We should make it a tattoo bet. It's the dumbest. It will be the dumbest game ever to have a tattoo bet in.
Why would you,
You
say
don't
that?
have to
why would you?
decide
Why would
right
you say
now.
that out loud for the
I
first
know,
time
I
on
know,
a hot
I know,
mic?
I
This
know.
is a conversation that should have
All right,
happened
we'll
off the
table
air.
it. We'll table it. But I was just.
I mean,
what happened
I'll
was
be-
I was going home and I was just laughing to myself, being like, because tattoo bets kind of they reached a peak when fantasy football got big like 15 years ago. But
Yeah.
to just be like, why do you have that tattoo? It's like, well, the 6-11 Bears lost to the 5-12 Washington Commanders a Week 5 2023 season. The dumbest reason to get a tattoo. We'll table it.
I'm in.
Okay, I'm into.
I'm in.
it.
You know, we should also
No.
we should make shirts for it going into it. Like the inaugural PMT will have a pissed off Major Tuddy
Yeah.
facing off against a giant bear.
Yes,
That'd be sick.
yes. Tattoo bet for Week 5 Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, it just means more.
I mean, it's pretty good.
I don't want to rain on your guys' parade, but I'll say this question. I'll call it foreshadowing for that tattoo bet. Hey, Big Cat, PFT, Mr. Titletown, and Hank's dad, Jake.
Yes.
How is your guys' fantasy baseball league going?
Oh, good question.
We're getting closer. Every day that we wake up, we are one day closer to doing the draft.
I have to admit, I miss playing fantasy baseball.
We're
I'm
go-
a little bit bitter that the league hasn't started.
We're
yet.
gonna start it.
I should be knuckles deep in fantasy.
We're gonna
baseball
start
right
it
now.
We're gonna start it within the next 4 months.
If it doesn't start by the All-Star break, I'm starting my own league.
So we had the idea, and people can tell us, sound off in the comments. Let us know. Week of July 4th, we will have a new Dungeons and Dragons episode. Would people be upset if we just had an entire podcast that was just us doing our draft? Sound off in the comments, because I think that's what we should do. All-Star break.
Worst
just
stuff.
literally have. Let's be like, all right, with the first pick, I'm taking this guy, Mike Trout, and then all right, PFT, you're up.
Yeah.
No visuals.
Yeah, we should do it with no reminders whatsoever of which players have been drafted.
Yeah.
And just see if we can fill out a fantasy roster just by naming current players.
It would
in
be one of the
Major
worst
Baseball.
episodes we've ever done, but I kind of like the idea.
Sound off in the comments.
Sound off in the comments.
Because that would be horrible.
Oh,
But
terrible. But it would get good because it's so bad.
and I think it's like if you're in a spot, God willing, you're just getting shit-faced, having a great time 4th of July week. If you're sitting in an office somewhere, like,
Yeah, and we're
why
just
not
doing
just
our
listen
draft.
to a
Yeah.
baseball draft?
Yeah, exactly.
It'd just be us saying names for
Yeah.
2 hours.
Correct.
Probably longer, actually.
Sup, fellas? How did Brooks Koepka get into the Blake of the Year running?
Oh, good question. So the first time we interviewed Brooks, it was right before he played at Bethpage, right?
Yes.
For the U.S. Open,
Yes.
which he won.
Yes.
PGA 2019.
Yep.
PGA 2019. Thank
Yep.
you, Jake. Very cool.
2018.
Thank you, Hank. Even cooler. Very cool.
Got him.
Owned Jake.
That
And
page was 2019.
and
Oh, reverse.
Wait,
owned.
who got
Shinnecock was
owned?
2018.
Who got
So
owned?
you may have done it there, but
No,
It wasn't Shinnecock.
it wasn't.
We interviewed him
Shinnecock.
before the.
Beth Page is 2019.
Oh shit, Hank.
Oh my God. You should get
Hank,
tattooed for
you're
that.
catching
you, Jake.
losses.
Jake is
He
your
is your
daddy.
daddy. He's
Yeah.
your daddy. He's
Oh,
your
yeah.
daddy.
So we interviewed Brooks, and we were talking about his mentality for golf, and he was just saying that he kind of blacks out between holes, like 8 and 15 when
Yeah.
he plays, and he was just very chill. And so in the interview, Big Cat and I looked at each other, and Big Cat goes, "I think he's a Blake.
Yeah.
I think this guy's a Blake." And so we just started calling him Blake from that point on.
And his name is close enough, and he just has, he's just a chill dude. Like the epitome of Blake Griffin and Blake Bortles are two dudes that are professional athletes and make millions and millions of dollars and are better at their job than like 99.9% of the world, but they're also just regular dudes that are awesome to be around.
Yeah.
That's the definition of a Blake.
And Brooks was so chill last night at the Peas game,
Yeah.
just hanging out, just being relaxed like a Blake.
Hyper chill.
It was
Insanely chill.
it was Colombian night.
Yeah. Just not blinking. That's how chill he was.
There's actually another foreshadowing question. This is
no.
some crazy FAQs.
Oh, no.
Sup, father of 3 cat, PFT, Hank, Billy, Jake, and Max Vick. Have you had any ideas for the show?
Oh my God.
Max Vick.
It took me a few seconds there.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Loves
He's a game
Philly.
changer.
Have you had any ideas for the show
And he
that
murders dogs.
that you thought would be awesome,
Does not have herpes though.
Do not murder dogs.
but ended up being a complete flop?
Wait, say it again.
Have you had any ideas for the show that you thought would be awesome, but ended up being a complete flop?
Yeah, I'd say our first idea for the show, where we decided that we would play air horns in between segments and limit the interviews to 4 good minutes.
And tape it in the morning.
Yeah, and tape it in the morning.
That lasted a week.
We interviewed Chris Long, and we didn't ask him a single question.
Our Saturday shows were, when we tried to do Saturday, Let's Get Weird, that was, we realized, hey, we already talk a lot. We don't really need to just add a Saturday show. That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Shout out Dave Wallace, though. We gotta get him back on.
Yeah, we do have to get him back on. But yeah, I would say the first iteration of this show where we decided we were going to tape at like 8 in the morning. And that was stupid. That was very stupid of us.
I will put my hand up and say that I believe it was my idea, and I definitely advocated for doing the Blake of the Year lottery ball idea.
Oh, yeah, that was a dumb one.
That was
a dumb one.
really bad.
Yeah,
That was
that was a really dumb
Like,
one.
I was like, oh, it'll be so long, it will be funny, and it actually was beyond painful.
Encouraging Billy to do his QB bracket every year. I actually love the QB bracket.
Yeah, no,
I
that's-
fucking love
that's
the QB
good.
bracket. I love the QB bracket. I
If
wish we could do it every day.
If you don't love the QB bracket, then you should not be listening to the show.
I love the QB bracket. I think that's probably the majority of them.
Jake, what about you? Say something bad about Pardon My Take. What's the worst idea we've ever had?
I didn't know you guys did Saturday morning shows.
It was like 2.
I was so out on those.
It was so stupid
Yeah.
of us because it was back when we were just starting, and it would fuck up our download numbers too. Because it would be like,
I might have just made that up.
you could have, actually Hank might have made that up just to get us not to do it. But yeah, that was one where it was like, we don't need to do this 4 times a week. We talk a lot. We talk 6 to 8 hours every single week.
Yeah.
The cat was like, we'll record Friday afternoons. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the seedlings of Vacation Hank.
I'll say this, and it's exciting because, as long as we've been doing the show, I feel very similar to how I do in summer 2016, where it's got a fun summer in front of us, and then it's going to be an unbelievable new opportunity, and we're just going to grind.
Yeah, I'm
true.
so excited. Like, just the change of scenery, getting into a new studio, new office, like everything has me pumped up.
I can't
new
wait.
life.
And it's like, but there's still some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a nice summer, and then we're going in.
Summer 16, it was a movie.
It really was.
Summer 16 hit different than
Changed
any other
everything.
summer. It
Yeah. Did. Changed everything.
did. Billy's smiling because he's thinking about Donald Trump. Yeah.
That's what
Both of
New
them.
World Order.
He's thinking of Donald Trump and
Trump
Harambe
hombre.
wrestling.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Lottery ball numbers. Where are we, Jake? Do we have someone who's going to build us this machine that I have?
I still have to look through the
because I have it
submissions. They're like
envisioned in my
50.
head, and it's enormous.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
And Hank wants it to come out of the floor.
That would be sick.
That would be so sick. He's like, what if we had to come out of the floor?
That was like, it would be sick.
That would be so sick.
There's no way that's happening.
No, but it would be so sick.
Fucking sick.
Like
if
if we had like a trap door in front
in
of
Austin
the,
Powers, that's what would
just
happen.
produces one number.
You're talking about like an air pressure machine that goes underneath the floor.
Like as it comes out, smoke billows out.
Yeah.
yeah, you
And
love
then
your
it's
fog
like
machine.
bigger than Big Cat.
Yeah, we like have like the Undertaker come out pretty much every single episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations to Max Homa. Better late than never.
Yeah, that was
He got the lottery ball.
But he had gotten it already.
Yes, he has.
All right,
but
so
like
yeah.
he still deserves.
Yeah, he still
an applause.
deserves it. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
That was such a sad
That
round
was
of
so
applause.
You guys
sad.
didn't join me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Why? He won
I
the
don't.
lottery ball.
If you're not saying the number in this room, I don't count it.
Okay. I
People are
count
like, oh,
everyone. I counted it all.
got it.
Wait, that means that Max is beating Hank.
Yes. He's tied with me. Max has beaten Hank.
He's
He's
gotten it
guessed
twice.
the lottery ball for 3 months.
Yeah.
But he has.
But he has. Okay. Numbers. 26.
16.
55.
I'm gonna go 29.
Wait,
Whoa.
where's Memes?
Memes is out this week, so he would guess 2.
He guesses one.
We'll give him 1.
Has he gotten it?
He has never gotten it.
20.
What was your guess, Hank?
29.
18.
What was your guess, PFT?
55.
It's for winning my game of my decade.
Which he didn't win.
I like that game of my decade. Not the decade. That's smart.
It's not your decade. It's his decade.
Well, everyone's decade starts.
75.
Everyone's decade starts at a different time.
There was no year 0.
75.
Vince Wilfork.
Love you guys.
Fifth time.
The dingo is a unique Australian species of dog. It's not a wild dog. It's different.